Welcome along to the Western Fair Sports Centre, home of the London Nationals and the stage for tonight's game against the visiting St. Thomas Stars. My name is Taylor Tsakoniatis. It's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. It is Child Can Night here at the Western Fair Sports Centre, and the London Nationals have partnered with this incredible foundation. Now, what they do is they help children and families that are dealing with cancer diagnosis. They help them out with financial needs or anything in between. They help them at every turning corner. We will be speaking with Nicole Rogers. She is the mom of London Nationals forward Atlee Rogers. Sadly, in July of 2020, Nicole lost her daughter Shannon after a brave and courageous battle with cancer. We learn more about how Child Can help them through their journey and how she's become a champion of this foundation. Without further ado, I'm going to send it to Kyle and Jeremy upstairs for more on the matchup. Gentlemen, good evening.
A fantastic night for just an amazing cause. Child Can just out there doing everything they can to help all kinds of people in all kinds of situations. Just an amazing foundation.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a great way to help those who struggle with the cancer diagnosis, and it's just a great cause that the Nationals are putting on here tonight for this second edition of the season for the Battle of Highbury Avenue.
Absolutely, and as we just said, Taylor, you got a chance to talk to Nicole Rogers earlier today, and we'll check that out.
Joined with me here is Nicole Rogers. She is the mom of London Nationals forward Atlee Rogers, and she's here tonight representing her daughter Shannon, who was a part of Child Can, and her journey and her experience was a part of Child Can. What does tonight mean to you?
It means the world to me to be able to be here, both with the Nationals organization as well as Child Can, to be able to bring these families here and give them a night away from the chaos and the treatment and the planning and all the stuff that goes into having a child with cancer. Letting them have some fun for a night, being kids for the night, and enjoying a good hockey game.
Can you talk about who Shannon was and a little bit about how Child Can supported her journey, and what did that look like?
So Shannon was diagnosed in 2015 with Ewing sarcoma, which is a bone cancer. And once we had our diagnosis, which took a few days to kind of figure out what was going on with her, the first person outside of our oncology team that we were actually put in touch with was Renee from Child Can. She's the parent liaison that goes into the hospitals and connects directly with the families. It was such a whirlwind in those first early days. I don't actually even remember really connecting with her. But she came in, she provided us with parking passes. So for all 6 years of her active treatment, we never had to pay for parking at the hospital ever. And if you've ever parked there, you know how expensive that is. They provided us daily with vouchers for food in the hospital, as well as gift certificates for food outside of the hospital, for gas, for groceries. And none of that was asked for. It was simply given. When you ran into Renee at the hospital, she'd be rummaging around in her bag and just sort of handing you gift certificates out of the bottom of the bag, checking in with us. Her support as a parent who's been there and gone through. She also has a daughter who is a survivor. That it was paramount. Shannon was lucky enough to be a recipient of one of their university bursaries. So that went towards her first year of university at Laurier. She spent the better part of a year in and out of hospital in her initial treatment phase, and Child Can was with us all the way. They held Christmas parties and took bus trips to Canada's Wonderland with our other kids, and just really made sure that we had everything that we needed, and we had the support that we needed, and that it was worth its weight in gold to have that with us. And then unfortunately Shannon passed away in 2020 after a second relapse, and they helped cover some of those funeral costs for us as well. And it wasn't asked for. It was simply, I got an email one day that said, which funeral home, where do I send the money? And it was just done. So they were with us right from start to finish. Renee and I are still very good friends, and in fact have coffee still to this day. So they were vital. I don't think we could have done it without their support.
It is becoming so common to hear that children like around Canada are being diagnosed with cancer. What is your advice to the parents that are getting this news, and how is the best way to cope with it, and what's your perspective on that?
Yeah. So for me, the first few weeks were very they were insane. They were crazy, and it was full of appointments and tests and scans, and I felt very alone. So the best thing I can say is find another mom, find another dad, find another family, or more than one, and get to know them, because there's nothing like another parent that's been there to say, oh my God, yes, I get you. Family and friends can sympathize, and they can be there and they can support you, but it's not like the true empathy from another parent. So if you have the opportunity to connect with somebody, in the hospital or in the community through ChildCan, take that opportunity and find somebody that can be that person for you. So that's my best advice, because it's a long road and you can't do it alone. So,
Nicole, thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoy this night in honoring Shannon and ChildCan, and enjoy the game. Kyle and Jeremy, we're going to send it right back up to you.
Just a powerful message there, and just an inspirational story there by the Rogers family. We'll hear more from Atlee later in this game as well. Now, just transitioning over to the game tonight itself. We said, as you just said before the interview there, Battle of Highbury Ave, St. Thomas Stars in here taking on the London Nationals. Nationals, the hottest team in the entire GOJHL, 7-game winning streak. They look to continue to roll here. What needs to be done tonight to make sure that happens?
Well, for the Nationals tonight, just continue the momentum that you have. You're on this win streak. You're scoring 31 goals, only allowing 11 during this run, and we've talked at length about their special teams, really their penalty kill, and how it's been tops in the GOJHL, running at 92%, and that's just something that can really be credited to the coaching staff and to the players on the special teams that can really say that that's their proud moment, because they haven't lost since the very first weekend of the regular season at the GOJHL Showcase. And besides that, they've been winning, and they're winning in multiple ways, Kyle. They're winning, they may not be dominating play, but it's the selection of the shots, how they want to play. Do they sometimes like to play the rush? Do they like to activate their D? So it's just overall the Nationals are finding ways to win, and more ways than one, and during this streak that's been really evident, and trying to continue that here into tonight's game and throughout this season.
Other thing to point out that was super impressive as well is you saw, and during the 7-game winning streak, 11 goals against. The team overall has 27 goals against altogether. That means they allowed 16 in the first 3 games of the year, and just basically been locking it down, shutting down every team that's come near them. And this is all without their captain, Riley Wood, who is back in the lineup tonight and is going to be a big boost to the Nationals overall.
Yeah, captain with Riley Wood back in the lineup. You're going to see him back onto that maybe first, second line unit, getting that center ice position. And in the game that he's played, obviously you can see there on your screen with 4 points in 3 games. He's a catalyst, and the injury that he had, sure, he would love to be out there with the guys, but again, it's all about how you can be a leader off the ice, and Wood did an excellent job being out of the lineup, just maintaining that momentum, keeping the guys in check, and making sure that this team can be successful during the time in which he was injured. So it's glad to see Riley Wood back in the lineup here tonight, and certainly help that Nationals offense continue their explosion.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see with him back in the lineup, and also with last week the addition of Lucas Chard back into the Nationals lineup as well, how they will give that extra boost to the already impressive play of someone like Talon Palmer or Colton Chipman, who's already been leading the way offensively for this team, and that's leading to success on the standings as well, as this is a team that's continuing to battle for that first place spot right now. Still only 2 points back of the LaSalle Vipers, still having only played that one less game And then the other big factor tonight is LaSalle is taking on Strathroy in LaSalle. So a lot of standings implications early in the season, but a lot on the line tonight.
Yeah, and we talked about this last week at how basically all the way from the Sarnia Legionnaires up to the top of the LaSalle Vipers, it is that deep of a pool this year in the Western Conference. We've seen it in years prior where we've seen normally the first and second seed run away from the middle of the pack, and this season the middle of the pack is hanging right in there. You can see London exactly tied with Strathroy for points, and St. Mary's not far behind with 12. And then for the St. Thomas Stars, sure, they'd like to be playing better hockey, but them having 9 points so far, they're certainly not out of it in that middle of the Western Conference. Certainly these two teams wanting to get 2 key points, London looking to get that and get back to being tied for first for the West.
Absolutely, and looking at overall what we have, both teams just going back and forth, trying to take that top spot. It's still anybody's game to get that, to finally solidify yourself up there. With this Nationals winning streak as well, it's been going well pretty much this entire last run. Everything's been going their way, including last week when they took on the Sarnia Legionnaires last Thursday in Sarnia, picking up a big 5-1 win, including 2 goals from PJ Fagan.
Yeah, Fagan had an excellent game down in Sarnia. Again, Colton Chipman, another guy that had provided a lot of the offense for the Nationals, continued his point streak as well. And Talon Palmer, of course, getting on the board. And just the Nationals had an overall excellent performance down in Sarnia. And that's just what you expect from this Nationals team throughout the season, is you want them to get on the board. And for a guy like Fagan, who is on the D-core, he's the guy that's going to lead them offensively. And Fagan loves to join the rush. We have seen it plenty of times here at the Western Fair Sports Center where if he has the puck or if he sees an opportunity where he can join the rush, he is very dangerous when he has the puck. And so certainly a guy like Fagan getting 2 goals there last Thursday wants to get more here tonight.
Yeah, that's one thing you mentioned earlier, is just that the Nationals are unlocking their D, letting them run wild, and that's leading to a lot more of those offensive chances. It's been very impressive so far, and not just the defense that's been clicking. You're seeing a lot from some of the offense too. The 2 big ones that have been one of the big forces I've seen as well. Jeremy Hirsch, 4-game point streak right now. Didn't play in that last game against Sarnia, but has been fantastic here on home ice, scoring 3 of his 4 goals.
And you can see this was from the home opener at the very beginning of the season, and Hirsch was just able to get on that wraparound and bury it past Lotez. And for a guy like Hirsch, he's a guy that can basically work really well down low. You can see it always when he's able to see where the puck is. He knows where to go. He's always in the right areas during the right times. And for a guy like Jeremy Hirsch, that's what you expect to see from him, and expect more of that tonight. Again, seeing the 10 points and through the 9 games, he can certainly shoot the puck, but his awareness to be able to know that, hey, I can pass the puck too as well, certainly a key for this Nationals group in order to continue this winning streak.
It's just everywhere the Nationals go, they the new additions to this team are just impacting everywhere on the ice, and it's been absolutely fantastic to them. But on the other side of the ice here with St. Thomas, they are no slouches whatsoever. This is a team that lives and dies by their rookies and have been just key contributors all season long.
Yeah, no doubt. With head coach Dave Matos behind the bench for St. Thomas, expect this group to really be heavy on the forecheck, and for guys like Long and Van de Ven, they're the guys that carry this load. And we were talking before the game started at basically how the St. Thomas Stars have scored basically the same amount of goals as the Nationals with 42. So they certainly know how to put the puck in the back of the net. For them, it's just been the goaltending hasn't exactly been as confident as we've seen it in previous seasons, and that's certainly going to be changed as both Medvedev and Zlotez are better than the numbers suggest early on in the regular season. So again, for St. Thomas, they're a nitty group with a young core that wants to try to build the right way and try to get themselves up in the middle of the pack in the Western Conference.
Only 2 O3 players on the St. Thomas Stars, so a very young and hungry team. Look out for dangerous things from them going forward. As we see the Nationals coming out to the ice here, we'll take a look at what we're going to expect from them on the lineup card tonight. As you're going to see our starting line there, you're going to have Nolan Milne out there with Lucas Chard and Jeremy Hirsch. Chard getting that first start now. He didn't start last week, but gets a chance to play that first lineup right tonight.
Yeah, and what a lineup it is, having, of course, Aerosmith down on that third line with Riley Wood as well. So certainly Wood getting into a line where he can be certainly dangerous. And that fourth line as well with Gouvernement, LeBlanc, and Atlee Rogers. That's a line that can certainly generate the offense and can be certainly a team that can easily be dangerous. And again, the back end with Fagan and Paceroth paired together, Paceroth has always consistently been that guy that can play multiple positions, multiple roles. And again, that lineup is just a dangerous lineup that can be even more dangerous as we move on through the regular season.
Absolutely, there's no holes in this lineup right now. The very savvy moves we've been seeing from Tony Mandarelli have really changed up and made this lineup look really good so far. Now going down to ice, we're going to check out our starting goaltenders for tonight. Starting over in St. Thomas as Alexei Medvedev gets his first start in London as a member of the Stars.
Yeah, and for Medvedev, the London Knights draft pick of this past season. Again, looking at the record doesn't exactly speak for the goaltender that he is. He loves to fight in the crease. He's not afraid to make the athletic save when needed. And again, you can see he's rocking the Brett Brochu bucket from the London Knights. And then for the Nationals, it's Carter Froggatt. We haven't seen Froggatt play here at the Western Fair in a couple of weeks. We've seen Sabrin in here the last couple of starts, but regardless, Froggatt, again, the numbers 4-2 with a 3 on goals against and a 904 save percentage is really good numbers. Again, property of the Windsor Spitfires, the third string goaltender for them, certainly wanting to continue his strong play so far this season.
And as we said right before we signed down to ice level, we are noticing that there is somebody in the box for the St. Thomas Stars to start the game, and that being number 13, Holden Clark. So we'll see if there is a warm-up violation or another penalty to start the game here. Otherwise, we will send down to ice level for our opening ceremonies and puck drop.
Fans, if we could please direct your attention to the red carpet. Tonight is Child Care Night in support of childhood cancer. Dropping the puck for tonight's ceremonial puck drop is Olivia. She's an 11-year-old girl who was diagnosed with childhood cancer in 2021. Olivia is creative and an amazing artist. She is also surrounded with love by her two sisters, Scarlett and Summer, and her mom, Amanda. They are a hockey family who loves to attend hockey games. Olivia is a fighter and has recently finished all of her treatments. If I could please have both. We would also like to acknowledge all of the child and families in attendance at tonight's game. Could you please stand and fans put your hands together for these amazing families? Prior to the national anthem, the London Nationals would like to acknowledge the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenapehoik, and Attawakam's people whose traditional lands we are gathered on this evening. Fans, will you please remain standing and remove your hats and join in the playing of our national anthem.
As we get set here, we take a look at what we're going to deal with these two teams here. As Dave Matstos, the former coach of the London Nationals, back in town, hoping to finally get his team to take out the London Nationals and end this winning streak. As St. Thomas, their record right now, 4-4, 0-1 on the road. Not too shabby themselves. At home, 0-4. So this is where they are able to pick up those points. National, on the other hand, 5-1 at home. That only loss actually wasn't at home. It was at the Showcase, which didn't actually happen here at the Western Fair.
Yeah, and again, we talked about it pre-game how, like you just mentioned, Kyle, that the Nationals haven't lost since the GOJL Showcase, which happened in Elmira, where they had those two losses, and ever since, they have just been able to win games in multiple different fashions. And here in tonight's game with the St. Thomas squad that we mentioned has a very young team, and only those two 03-born players, this is going to be a game that certainly both teams want for the Nationals and a winning streak on the line.
And the Nationals will start with that power play to start this game, as it looks like it is a warm-up violation on the St. Thomas Stars. As they start up, pick up by Fisher at the blue line. He'll take it down over to Milne. Milne holds it, back to Fisher. Over to Milne again. Milne throws it hard, cross ice, over to Palmer. Palmer waits, sends it down low to Chipman, back up to Palmer. A little bit of give and goes. The Nationals try to open up some ice. Hirsch sets up in front. Hirsch overshakes, a shot bounces down. Medvedev loses his stick as it gets caught in the netting. Stars do clear the zone as the Nationals will cycle back and regroup. Fresh legs on the ice, including Riley Wood and Lucas Chard. Chard brings it across the blue line. Nice clean pass over to LePaine. Back to Chard at the blue line. Chard over to Fagan. Back to Chard. Wood sitting right out front. Miller takes a shot. Nice bog save there by Medvedev. Fagan cross ice to Chard. Into the slot. Big shot by Wood right on net. And Medvedev has to make the save.
And a good save made there by Medvedev. And there's the returning captain of the Nationals, Riley Wood, back in the lineup. He was dealing with an injury the last couple of weeks. Glad to see the Nationals captain back in the lineup and hopefully producing at the level that we know he's easily capable of.
Nationals keep the zone on the face-off win. Try to apply that pressure and get that early goal. Chard, he's going to walk in. Sends it down low. Pass by Aerosmith. Just gets tipped off a stick, and that will clear the zone. Fagan picks it up at his own blue line. Nice edge work as he'll move in. Fagan across the blue line. Nice drop pass to Chard. Chard gets taken down, but puck goes right over to Aerosmith. Aerosmith into the middle. Fagan can't handle it as the Stars are going to clear and will kill off this penalty to start the game. Aerosmith quickly across the blue line. He's going to try to take Chard. Takes a shot. Blocker saved there by Medvedev. Another shot. That one just goes wide. Aerosmith collects it down low. He tries to move it out front. That gets stopped up. Stars doing their best to try to get the puck out of the zone and will clear again finally. All the way down the length of the ice. Fagan gets some pressure on him, and he'll move the puck up the wall. Into neutral ice, LeBlanc, he blows the tires. Guterman, he almost does the same, but does get the puck off. Puck given up, picked up now across the blue line. In come the Stars. Nice takedown there by Franzen as he'll move the puck behind the net. Ali Rogers, he tries to move it up. Ends up going back into the neutral ice, picked up down by Jackson Doyle. Cross ice to Sturgeon, that gets stopped up at the red line. Back into the National zone. Rogers now, he'll carry it across the blue line, fights off a hit from Sturgeon, keeps with the puck. Now takes another hit, puck ends up going behind the net, and the Stars are going to move it out quickly. Gavin White gets it up to the blue line, loses control, picked up by Palmer, and that gets tipped and go down all the way down the length of the ice. Caden Long, he's going to leave it. Almost picked off there by Chipman as the puck comes back out in the neutral ice. Lane, he comes in, picks it up and throws it right back down and behind the Stars net. Puck tipped right in the middle of the ice. Palmer tries to spin and get a shot off, but can't get a clean look. Puck's going to come down Briar Long, he'll take it down low. Now picked up again. Caden Long, he'll move it over to his brother. Back up to the blue line, shot from distance. That gets blocked as Fisher does a great job using his body to create some space. As the Nationals bring it up, here comes LePayne. LePayne's got Palmer and Chipman with him, takes it over. Palm and Chipman just can't get the shot off. Puck goes right in the hands, and Palmer's going to get a penalty here for hooking. As the puck got right in tight on Long's hands. So the Stars get their first power play opportunity of the night.
And aggressive on the forecheck. You can see just Palmer gets the stick up into the midsection there of Long. Down he goes, and so the first power play of the game for the St. Thomas Stars. They currently actually have the best power play currently in the Western Conference, running at 23.7%. But again, they're going up against the top penalty kill in the Western Conference. So the #1 power play and #1 penalty kill going head-to-head here, and we'll see what can go forward.
It's been it should be a battle of two forces here as Franzen brings it across the blue line, tries to get up onto the stick of Hugen, but can't quite get it on there. Franzen again. Shot from distance, right on net. Froggatt makes the save. Chard in the corner. Almost loses balance, but keeps with the puck. Tries to kick it up the wall. Gets stopped right at the half wall. Puck now finally comes loose. Bang pass off the wall, picked up by Milne. Milne's got Chard with him. Milne waits, shoots, rebound, goal! Lucas Chard finds the back of the net, and the Nationals take a 1-0 lead.
Well, advantage goes to the penalty kill unit, and once again, this is nothing new for the Nationals. Another shorthanded goal, and it comes from Lucas Chard. And again, 2-on-1 on the shorthand, and this is just smart play here. Throw the shot, low pad. Medvedev doesn't recognize that Chard is right down the middle, and it's going to bounce right back into the middle of the slot. And Chard certainly knows how to put the puck in the back of the net, and does so 50 seconds into the power play for the St. Thomas Stars. So London draws first blood, another shorthanded goal. What else is new?
Lucas Chard's first goal of the season for the Nationals, and it is the Nationals' 5th shorthanded marker of the year. So their power penalty kill continues to be extremely dangerous as the Stars quickly trying to regroup and get back in this contest. Long, down low, brings it out front, tries to get a shot off, ends up getting blocked and sent back into the neutral ice. Stars holding up at the blue line. Long, over to Gavin White. Right into the middle. Woodley, over to Van de Ven. Walking over to Woodley. Woodley kicks it in his skates. Almost had a clean shot just like Chard did. Nationals pick it up down low. That's stolen off the stick. Still trying to battle for it is Gillis. Up the wall, over to Van de Ven. He tries to assess the situation. Over to Gavin White, puts down low, right through the blue paint. Stars can't get a stick on as Palmer's back on the ice. Trying to clear the zone. Van de Ven gets a piece of it, tries to put it out front. He had Caden Long going right through the middle. Here come the Nationals. Atlee Rogers, full head of steam, coming down the right wing side. Battles through a hit, still trying to keep with the puck. Ends up throwing it forward and keeps possession on the stick of the Nationals. LeBlanc out front, rebound chance as Gubermont can't quite convert. Gubermont again, holds on to it. He's going to bring it up the wall. Tries to make a nice little move, keeps with it. Some great work there by Gubermont to keep the puck. Finds it again, puck goes right through the slot area. Lade comes down and collects it. Over out front, rebound chance, big one-timer in front, but LeBlanc just puts it wide. Puck rimmed around the boards. Stars trying to clear, Lade keeps it in again. Stars finally are going to clear. Long, cross ice to Gavin White as he'll finally get off. As the Stars finally get that much-needed change after the Nationals apply a lot of pressure on the tired power play of the Stars. Gubermont into the middle. Here comes Rogers again. Rogers killing some clock as the Nationals do a change. Chard's out there now. Chard throws it down low. Milne back to Chard. Chard assesses the situation, puts it on net, and Medvedev forced to make another save.
Yeah, Medvedev's had quite the workload, and we'll go back to Lucas Chard's goal, and we'll look at it isolated here. He gets the puck here, makes this little bank pass to Milne, and Milne's off to the races, and then just Chard knows where to go, high slot, and that's the easy tap in for Lucas Chard. Like you mentioned, his first back in the Nationals uniform, and they have that 1-0 lead. Shots currently 7-1 in favor of the London Nationals. They've been hounding the puck inside the offensive zone so far.
Despite the Nationals having a power play, it has been, or the Stars having a power play, this has been all Nationals all game long. As we continue through our first period, it is brought to you as always by Great White Wealth Management. And with that, the Nationals going to be heading back to the power play for the second time tonight. Sitting down there is Jared Woodley.
And Woodley's going to go for the hook, and it happens down low on the corner boards here. You can just see the stick getting right down low there to Milne, right into the gloves. And so once again, another power play here for the Nationals. And it hasn't exactly been clicking as of late, but once again, you can always work on it. Their second attempt here on the power play already.
Moving up to 15% is exactly what they've had over this 7-game winning streak. A lot better from what we saw that first bit of the year where it was operating at about 3. So it's been starting to click, and with the additions of Wood and Chard, expected to bounce up a little bit higher as well. You know their target's trying to get back to that 30% they've been operating at pretty consistently the last few seasons. Behind the net, back up to the top of the slot. Fagan takes a shot from distance, goes right on net. Medvedev makes the save. Foot race for the puck along the wall. Chard beats out his man. He'll bring it right back into the offensive zone. Lucas Chard dances his way in, takes a shot. Medvedev with a tough save. That's a great individual effort by Lucas Chard.
Well, once again, Lucas Chard using his speed, entering the zone. And again, just carries the puck right in. Good edge work and knows where the defenses are, protects the puck, and then puts it into an area where Medvedev has to make another good save.
Face-off gets scrummed. Stars are going to come away with it over to Gavin White on the near boards. He'll clear it down the length of the ice. Froggatt comes out to play it, ends up giving it back to the Stars. And Hayden Long can't quite do anything with it as it ends up getting bounced off a Nationals leg. And Milne will collect it behind his net. Milne up to the red line, tries to bounce it in, ends up going off Chipman. And just offside, so the Nationals will have to regroup here. 36 seconds remaining in the power play.
And so far the Nationals haven't exactly gotten their setup going in tonight's game. And I feel so far they've made that one extra pass. They've had a few opportunities where they have a chance to shoot it on the net, and they elect to maybe make that one extra pass. And when you're playing on special teams on the power play, you're wanting to try to get as many shots as you can on the net.
Fisher picks up the puck behind his own net as the Nationals will try to set up. Chance for one more rush here on the power play. Puck given up as Chipman will carry it across the blue line. Drives down the right wing side, puts it out front, rebound, chance in tight. Hirsch can't quite get it. Fisher climbs the ladder, finds it again. Chipman tries to put it out front. Jamming and hacking it away are the Nationals. Loose puck, Milne takes a shot, bounces right off the body out front. Amazing selfless play by Van de Ven. And just some great selfless defensive play as the Stars hold off.
Now, what a flurry of chances right in front. And again, just Chipman driving wide. He's trying to center this puck, and it's a good active stick. Hirsch tries to get involved too, and once again, Alexei Medvedev strong so far in this game, allowing one goal on the power play. But once again, having to stay tight in front as the Nationals are starting to throw a lot of rubber. Already 11 shots in their last game against the Sarnia Legionnaires. They had 47. So we'll keep an eye on that here tonight as well.
Yeah, those shot totals starting to just get higher and higher, it seems, every week as this Nationals offense starting to click with some really good efficiency. As here comes Aerosmith. He'll carry it across the blue line. Takes a shot, goes right off the blocker. Another nice save by Medvedev. as he has had to have been on top of his games to start the period. Just over 10 minutes into the game here, shot now 12-1.
And we get a shot of PJ Fagan. He had 2 goals down in Sarnia last Thursday. And again, he's one of those defensemen that likes to take advantage of the space that's given to him. Likes to join the rush, and we know he's got that solid wrist shot of his. We've seen it here at the Western Fair. He likes to go upstairs, and looking forward to him being in action again here tonight.
Doesn't have that big booming slap shot from the blue line, but he's got that sneaky wrist shot. It's very deceptive, and he can really find those shooting lanes and is shown to be extremely effective. Now 4 goals on the season for the Nationals blue liner through 9 games. Behind the net, Stars try to move it out. Over to Caden Long. Puck flipped up in the air, picked up out of midair by Lave. He'll try to tip it ahead to Guvermont, just out of his reach. Try to get that back up to Collins along the boards. A little too far, and Lave turns it back. Over to Guvermont. He gets stripped to the puck by Collins, but it goes right back to the Nationals D. Fisher back up to Guvermont again. Nice little touch pass up to Rogers. Atlee Rogers waits, trying to find that open man. Still holds on. Over to Kopchuk. Kopchuk takes a shot. That one finds it, hits a body out front. Collins picks it up for the Stars. And they'll move the puck back out again. Rulin down in the corner. He takes a hit. Keeps with the puck, however. Moves it over to Guvermont. Guvermont, nice little float pass over to Rogers. Rogers comes in on the wing, takes a shot, and Medvedev has to make another save. Now you gotta wonder, it's Medvedev getting all this rubber on one end. If you're Carter Froggatt down there in the net for the Nationals, are you feeling like you might get a little cold? You're not seeing as much rubber this early.
Oh, he just saw as soon as that whistle went, he's still basically doing his warm-up maneuvers, just trying to keep himself focused in the game, and through 12 minutes only facing really one shot on the net. For a goaltender, that can be difficult, only facing one shot early on in a contest. You're trying to maintain where you're trying to get involved in the game, and for a goaltender you can get sometimes lonely, and that's why we sometimes see a conversation with the post, because you have no one to talk to when your team's all the way down 200 feet at the other end.
He's still going through his warm-up drills and everything, and as the Tragically Hip once said, it is the lonely end of the rink, as that is what it seems like right now for Carter Froggatt, as the Nationals pick up the puck again, and here they go down on offense once again. Across the blue line, Colton Chipman puts it up front. Palmer gets a piece of it. LePayne battling away with it as well. Trying to just drive it right past Appleford. And the puck does bounce up the wall as the Stars are going to try to move it out. Tip play, Rulin keeps with it, bounces Appleford away from the puck, gets it over to Chipman. Chipman spins, ends up not getting much on the pass, but it ends up finding his way up to LePayne. LePayne floats it in. Medvedev will just tip it in the middle. LePayne right up front, backhand chance, tries to put it up high. Medvedev, another nice save as here come the Stars again. Clinton brings it down below the red line. He takes a hard hit right into the boards. Puck comes up, Blake, he takes a shot, finally goes on net. Froggatt tips it into the corner. Chipman gets a piece of it. Sends it back out. LePayne can't quite hold on to it. Nice little move down low as in comes Daxton Dobbin. He takes a shot, just puts it wide. Wraparound chance, and nice poke check play there by Froggatt. Rebound chance again, and finally Froggatt finds it and gets his first work of the night.
And real simple work there by Froggatt, his first real workload that he's had all night so far. And St. Thomas just again trying to throw rubber on the net. You can see here, it's a bit of a disguised shot right in the slot. He doesn't see it right away as Pathroth on the screen, and then the wraparound chance there by Wilding. And again, Froggatt able to shut the door, make the glove save, and be at the top of the blue paint. It's always good to see your goaltender being aggressive. And Carter Froggatt, only though facing 5 shots, being aggressive in the blue paint is something that the goaltenders union is certainly proud to see.
Puck bounced off the wall. Hirsch, he's going to drive down, and he'll collect it down in the corner. Hirsch out there with Milne and Chard. Milne trying to get a hold of it down in the corner. Battling forward with Gavin White. Ends up putting it behind the net, trying to put it on net as well. Medvedev tracks it well, finds it right through a bunch of bodies. Ref's arm is up. We're going to see a penalty on the play. Yeah, there's some more pushing and shoving happening here. As Milne getting into it, Van de Ven.
Yeah, Van de Ven on this situation is just protecting his goaltender, as Medvedev had the control of the puck for a good little while there, and the whistle was late. And so we'll see what comes out of this. I am assuming it's just going to be 2 minutes, as Van de Ven's trying to explain his case that the puck was covered for well over a couple of seconds there. And didn't like the fact that Milne was digging around for the loose change. And so yeah, it is going to be a 2-minute variety going to Van de Ven. And so the Nationals will go right back to the power play. And speaking of special teams, early on in the season, the Nationals were kind of having that parade of the penalty box. That has since kind of stopped during this win streak, as they've actually been disciplined, as they're actually sending another player into the box. So this could be a 2 and a 10-minute misconduct as well for maybe an unsportsmanlike conduct, as he was quite vocal to referee Hillary Brennan on that play.
Not one of the guys you want to see off the ice if you're Coach Dave Mastos, as Van de Ven, 13 points through 13 games, one of only 3 players on the Stars who's a point per game. As the puck goes along the boards, Milne, nice little move as he takes the zone. Milne's going to assess the situation, gets it over to Fisher. Fisher waits, nice little drop pass over to Milne again. One of the defenders for the Stars without a stick. Shot on net, and that one just gets blocked out of the way of the target. Fisher works his way in. Nice little move, gets it over to Chipman. Chipman tries to split the D, gets stopped up, and the Stars will get it out. Puck sent right back into the Stars zone. Collected down low by Blake. Gets it up to the blue line, and with a bit of help, the Stars are going to send it down in the National zone. Fagan back and pick it up halfway through the power play. Nationals have the second unit on the ice. Fagan drives down into the offensive zone, quickly picked up by the Stars, and they'll turn it back down ice. Froggatt drops for Aerosmith. Now drop for Fagan as he'll lead the rush out for the Nationals. Fans on the puck down low, beautiful chance, and just tipped over the net. Amazing, beautiful offensive play there by Seth Hugen.
This puck was bouncing on Fagan as he was trying to settle it down. You can see it was still rolling, and the puck just kept on rolling and ended up getting a favorable bounce there for Hugen, and he just puts this way up top and hits the netting above Carter Froggatt. As Froggatt had to take a look behind him, as he might have thought that had found the back of the net. For luckily for him, it had gone up and out of play.
Another quick shot from distance off the face-off win there by Ethier, as goes right onto the Carter Froggatt as he'll hang on.
And before the game, I had noticed that right before warm-up, that the Zamboni normally has a normal pad to flood the ice, and before the warm-ups, they were just basically putting hot water down. There was no padded down, so it wasn't flattening the water down. And we've seen a few players so far in tonight's contest slip. So ice conditions so far aren't exactly the greatest, considering the warm temperatures outside as well.
Mill tip right out front. Chard gets a piece but can't finish. Chard again pins his man down low. Power play expires, and now it's going to be the Nationals heading to the box. And so one power play leads to another here as Lucas Chard head to the box for 2 minutes. And back and forth special teams has been the story of this first period.
Yeah, and again, this happens right down low behind the net. And there's the whack there up high on the hand. The officials will call that every time, especially when it's up high. When you're trying to slosh a player's stick, you prefer to try to go down closer towards the blade. And when you go up high like that, it can certainly be dangerous.
Here comes Palmer all alone. Clear cut breakaway, makes his move, takes the shot. Beautiful save by Medvedev.
slashing, time penalty 15.
And the puck ends up getting tipped out of play, but a huge chance by Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer in all alone. He slows down. Being a left-handed shot, Medvedev can be a little aggressive, and Palmer tries to elevate this puck at the last minute. And unfortunately for him, Medvedev again comes up strong. He has had a good game in here tonight so far, making 14 saves, allowing the 1 goal.
And the Stars try to keep the puck in zone. Ends up getting tipped off of a player and into the Nationals bench. So we'll have a face-off just outside the National zone.
And 3:36 to go. The Nationals have had a really good first period, off to a strong start. St. Thomas has only really had the one offensive rush chance so far in the contest. Other than that, it's been all Nationals, as they have 15 shots to the St. Thomas's 7. And that's just something that the Nationals really wanted to work on here as they ride the 7-game win streak.
Franzen gets the puck over as the Stars take the zone. Woodley down low. Sends it back up to the point. Dobbin back to Woodley. Another shot from distance. That gets blocked. Nationals, great job as Gouvermont picks it up and throws it down the length of the ice. Minute gone in the power play. Over to the Franzen. Stars captain gets up to the blue line. Great work by Rogers as he's going to try to turn on the Jets. Atlee Rogers works his way down, spin, takes a shot. Medvedev forced to make a pad save. And here comes Franzen. He brings it down the right wing side with speed. Tries to go up. He just gets stalled right in front of the circle. Shot from a sharp angle. Hits Froggatt up high. Gavin White collects at the top of the circle. Cycles the puck down low. Back up now to Franzen. Franzen walks in. He takes a shot. That gets blocked. Selfless play in front of the Nationals net. Battle for the puck again. Another big play as Lave putting everything on the line with 2 big blocks on the Stars captain. 2 minutes now remaining in the second period as here comes Lucas Chard back on the ice. Puck goes down behind the net. PJ Fagan, he'll pick it up. Sends it out, almost picked off right at the blue line. The Nationals going to quickly try to move it up ice. Ooh. Pass intended for Hirsch, goes a little too far ahead of him and picked up by Jackson Doyle behind the net. Fagan sends it, keeps it in the offensive zone, puts it down the wall. Kept it at the blue line again by Pace Rock. He takes a shot, puts it high. Hirsch trying to find that open man. Gets it over to Chard. Chard cycles to the top of the zone, takes a shot. That gets tipped out in front by a body. Back at the Chard again at the blue line. Holds the line, makes his move past Collins, works his way down, tipped out front, loose puck in the slot. Medvedev tracks it well and will hang on for the faceoff as he has had his work cut out for him here in the first.
You can tell the Nationals missed Lucas Chard as once again he dipsy doodles around Ethier there and takes it towards the net and then deflected right on to Alexei Medvedev. And like you mentioned, he's had his work cut out for him in this period. 18 shots so far in this first period. Nationals potentially on pace if they can get to 20 for a potential 60-shot night, which if that is indeed the case, Medvedev will certainly see plenty of rubber.
Stars trying to hit that lead pass and catch those Nationals D sleeping. A little too much juice on it, so we're going to see a face-off here off the icing. Back down in the National zone. That is what we saw teams do in the first couple weeks to try to take advantage of the Nationals, was really jump on those Nationals defense cheating a bit, and we'll see the Stars can start to try to capitalize on that and get those stretch passes going.
You can make that home run pass work. It's certainly something that when you see the defense basically trying to chip into play, it's certainly something that can work out. And you always try to get that guy up into the high neutral zone.
Last minute of play here in the period. Ruland, he'll turn it, tries to hit Palmer in the middle of the ice, but going to go a bit too far ahead of him, so we'll have another face-off this time in the National zone. And
yet another long stretch pass on that icing play is again as the forward, when you're getting that stretch pass, it's important to make sure that you're up in the right space and you can get to that pass. And on that play for Palmer, he had just gone a little too deep there in the neutral zone, not unable to get that pass.
Puck gets center on the wall, picked up by LePayne. He'll move it out. Gets up to Sturgeon. Sturgeon drops for Appleford. Sent back into the National zone. Kopchuk throws a nice hit along the boards. The Nationals clear it again. Foot race for the puck along the boards. Picked up by Blake. He'll move it hard up the wall. Picked up by Appleford. Stolen by Chipman. Chipman tries to hit LePayne with the pass. He runs distraction. Puck ends up on the stick of Kopchuk. Now to Palmer. Palmer takes a shot. That one hurt. One of the Stars players drops down off the block. Appleford, he's going to collect it. He's going to take it down. 4 seconds left here. Can he get the shot off? As he gets a big collision right along the boards. And it looks like he suplexes one of the Nationals players there and rolling right to the ice. But that will do it for our first period of action, as the Nationals will take a 1-0 lead here over the St. Thomas Stars into the first intermission, thanks to a shorthanded goal by Lucas Chard.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Game TV's Watch and Win contest is back with over $75,000 in cash prizes. Tune in to Jeopardy weeknights at 8:30. Spot the code word, then head over to GameTVContests.com to enter. With a new code word every weeknight, that's 35 chances to enter. Don't just watch the winners, be a winner with Game TV's Watch and Win contest. Contest runs October 16th to December 1st. Visit GameTVContests.com for more info.
After a night out with your friends, there's always options for getting home safely. You could call your BFF, your mom or dad, whoever you can count on for a safe ride home. You could call your favorite cab company or 1-888 taxi guy. Or you could use the Arrive Alive smartphone app to help you choose your ride. Be it a friend, transit, or taxi, getting home safely is app easy. Now available for iOS and Android devices. Visit arrivealive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
You're watching Rogers TV, London.
I'd like to welcome in assistant captain of the St. Thomas Stars into the broadcast tonight, Caden Long. Now, Caden, you play with your brother, Briar. What is it like to be playing with him?
It's pretty special to play with your brother. I mean, not too many people get the chance to do that. That's one reason we both came down here this year, is the chance to play together. I mean, there's nothing like it. I mean, the chemistry we have and getting to live together away from home, it's a special moment.
He's obviously doing very well so far this season. He's leading in points and goals. What do you make of his performance so far?
He's been doing very well. I mean, he's been a point guy for his whole life, and I'm glad he's continuing to do that. He gets hard on himself, but I mean, it's a team game, so it sucks the way we've been going, but I mean, I can't be more proud of him, and being alongside him, getting him watch him do this on the bench is special.
And finally, how will you bounce back here in the second period?
I think we just need to stay out of the box a little bit more. Obviously, the shots are coming against us hard, and we need to get some more as well in the front end, but I think the main goal is staying out of the box and playing 5-on-5 this period.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Best of luck to you. We will be right back with Arcon Aggregates London Nationals Hockey on Rogers TV right after this.
On behalf of everyone here at Rogers TV, I want to take a second to say thank you to our volunteers, the ones that help keep us running here at the station. Whether it's the community producers that help book all of our shows, the hosts that sit in the chair and talk to everyone at home, or the camera operators behind the scenes, audio operators making sure you can hear what we are saying, thank you. You are the people that help keep us running. You're the ones that help us produce the content to keep the residents that watch us informed. You're the ones that help us tell the stories that matter. So thank you. Thank you for dedicating the free time that you have to us here at Rogers TV. Know that we appreciate every second that you give us, and we just want to take this time to say thank you.
Was that 4 or 5? He's lost count and still thinks he can drive. Do you think he knows that when he is caught and charged with impaired driving, he'll lose his license and a lot more? If he gets in his car, he'll face costs exceeding $20,000. Does he realize he could have a criminal record for his choice to drive? And it could be much worse if he crashes. Wonder what he'll be thinking tomorrow.
Have a Holden 1 at 15.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Game Day London takes readers behind the scenes and beyond the box scores, offering news, analysis, long form, and interviews, all produced by local journalists. Catch the coverage at GameDayLondon.com. Welcome back here to the Western Fair Sports Center. 1-0 is your score after 20 minutes of play for the London Nationals, as they've done a pretty solid job at dominating puck control here in the first period and just peppering Alexei Medvedev with every piece of rubber they can get their hands on.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The Nationals is putting an offensive onslaught towards Alexei Medvedev, and being up 1-0, a shorthanded marker by Lucas Chart certainly can help this team. Only up 1, but again, Medvedev just being the busier of the two goaltenders. And again, seeing this angle here of Lucas Chart's goal is just a shot from Milne off the pads of Medvedev right into the slot for Chart to make the easy tap in, and that's just very simple to do when you're shorthanded on that 2-on-1. And again, look at the shots on goal, 18-8 in favor of the Nationals. They are certainly putting the rubber towards Medvedev so far.
And that's including the Stars getting 2 power plays of their own and the Nationals getting 2 power plays. So 8 minutes, almost half this first period was spent on special teams. So probably not what either team really wants to see, but good practice for two teams that have one extremely strong strength here. The Nationals being their penalty kill and the Stars being their power play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Special teams certainly being the theme so far in tonight's contest, where the Nationals shorthanded are just so deadly so far this season. They are very aggressive with an active stick, and then they just use their speed. And they have rewarded with 5 shorthanded goals so far on the season. And for St. Thomas, number 1 ranked power play so far tonight. They haven't exactly gotten into their rhythm yet either. But again, with good looks, so the guys like Van de Ven on their roster, they're certainly bound to break this game even.
As we said, though, it's really been a battle of the big strengths here so far. And with the Nationals, even when they're on the penalty kill, they're still putting puck after puck onto Alexei Medvedev, who's had to stand on his head tonight and has looked pretty good in the process.
Yeah, again, facing 18 shots, a ton of workload for Medvedev. Again, London Knights draft pick of this past season, 2023, and you can see why they drafted him. He's battling for every puck, fights for positioning, and is a goaltender that's very sound and solid, keeping pucks out. His rebound control isn't exactly quite there yet. So far, we've seen him punch a lot of pucks away with the blocker, loves to use his blocker, and having those, like I mentioned, 18 shots, certainly getting the workload, certainly going to be continuing that workload in the second period.
Yeah, if the Nationals continue to pepper him like they have throughout that first period, they could be flirting with that 60-shot mark, which we have not seen them do in a few years. So it'll be very impressive if they could pull that off. However, if he can keep up this play right now, this gives them a great chance to come back in this contest, as he's been fantastic. As has his counterpart at the other end, Carter Froggatt. Not the busiest bit. Took him about over 7 minutes to get his second shot on net. But overall, he's had a pretty solid game himself.
Yeah, certainly. And for Carter Froggatt, again, getting the start in back-to-back games certainly provides confidence for him. And the 8 saves that he made, they've been pretty routine for Froggatt. Like we mentioned, he went a long stretch without making any real saves. And then this is probably his best save of the night, getting his blocker there on that turnover from PJ Fagan. But other than that, both goaltenders have been really strong in here tonight, and we've seen that night in, night out so far this season here at the Western Fair, where the goaltenders have stolen the show through the first 2 periods of play.
Another thing that I've been kind of keeping an eye on throughout this contest, with Riley Wood finally making it back into the lineup, we're starting to see a little more solidification of what the lines are looking like. We got an idea of that top line now. You have Palmer out there with Chipman, and alongside with them is LePayne. And then on the second line, you have Nolan Milne with Chard and Wood, basically last year, one of the lines from last year. So we're seeing those two solidify themselves as the Nationals' top six. What do you thought of the line so far tonight?
So far, all four lines have actually really been clicking so far. And for Riley Wood, first game back in a couple of weeks out of the lineup, and he's just going through the motions, right? We're not seeing him be as aggressive as we've seen him in seasons past, but that's just granted being in your first game back, coming back from injury. But I really like the fourth line so far in tonight's game, with Gouvermont and Rogers out on the wings as well, with LePayne at the center, and they've really driven play. They've actually done a really good job of cycling the puck down low and generating chances. So all four lines so far for the Nationals getting on the right page so far through the first 20.
Yeah, absolutely. And 20 minutes down, 40 minutes to go here. It's just still anybody's game between these two teams. And, oh, there's a dinosaur in the crowd. Oh my gosh. As we will be back here with more Archon Aggregates Nationals hockey here on Rogers TV.
Your visit isn't really necessary.
I'll judge for myself.
I know you're an MP, Miss McPhail, but a woman has never...
I am not leaving till I do. How can such a society be called civilized? If those appalling conditions don't change, that prison will explode!
Perhaps our lone lady member is too fragile to know what is normal in a prison.
Is this normal?
Her courage would lead to the overhaul of the entire Canadian penal system. Agnes McPhail, Canada's first woman MP.
These days at your local Legion, we're marching to the beat of a different drum. On a mission to support veterans, to have fun, and to welcome everyone to our ranks. You don't have to be a veteran to join the Legion. And as a member, you'll join thousands of others serving our veterans, our communities, and our country. Oh yeah, and our Member Perks program will save you thousands on shopping, dining, products, and services across the country. Join us at legion.ca.
Watch Play and Win every Monday night at 8 p.m. with Optimus TV Bingo on Rogers TV. Cards are available at multiple locations and are good for all three games. Weekly jackpots total $3,000. Take a look at our next contest here at the Western Fair Sports Center, as it will be the LaSalle Vipers in town for their first visit to the Western Fair Sports Center, as that should be a battle for first place, as last time these two teams met, LaSalle took down the Nationals, and it's the only team to have taken them down so far in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and again, the three losses, one coming to, like you mentioned, the LaSalle Vipers, and the other two coming to teams that they played in the GOJHL Showcase over in Elmira. So besides that, the Nationals have this unbeaten record of 7 wins in a row, looking to continue that streak so far in tonight's contest, up 1. And again, just a team that's continuing to play the offensive game, being strong on the puck. Saw it early on, and they're looking to carry that momentum going here into this next period.
Absolutely, and you got to know Mastos would say something to these Stars players to try to get them back in this contest, as we saw him do so many times last year with the Nationals. He does have a way with words in the locker room, and we've seen his teams come out quite motivated, as the Long brothers, both Breyer and Caden, will start out here for the Stars. And we'll see if they can bounce back and get something going, as Nationals respond with that Hirsch, Milne, and Chard line.
Again, Dan Sumerin still in the box serving his misconduct for the head contact penalty, so St. Thomas still without one of their better point producers to start this second period.
We're on the wall. Nationals pick it up. Here comes Chard. Chard tips it right out front, trying to hit Milne, driving to the net. Collected right out front. Hirsch blocks it behind the net. Stars pick it up, move it up to the blue line. Can't clear the zone now. Hirsch, great job. Backhand pass down to Milne. Milne over to Chard. Chard drives the net. Takes the shot as Woodley gets a piece of it and keeps it out. Chard again, over to Fisher. Fisher plays it out front. Milne tries to get a tip on it, but can't get the stick angle. Here comes Caden Long. Foot race over against Lave. Lave does a great job getting the body in front of that lane and stops his move. Long lead pass across the ice over to Hirsch. Just out of his reach. Picked up there by Ethier. Down low to Chard. Chard waits. Great patience. He'll put up the wall to Fagan. Fagan takes a shot. Tip play. And the puck goes well out of play and into the rafters. So we will have a face-off just in the Star zone.
And then keeping our eye out of town. Currently the Strathroy Rockets, as you can see on your screen, have a 1-0 lead over the LaSalle Vipers. And like we mentioned to start the game, there is currently standings implications where if the Rockets were to actually win this game, they would tentatively jump ahead of the Nationals and put themselves back into a tie for first place. And if the Nationals can win and the Rockets win, there would be a three-way tie for first place in the West.
Which would make next week's contest between the Vipers and the Nationals even more interesting. And we will see what can happen if the Rockets can hold on. Palmer takes a shot, another save by Medvedev. Rebound chance by Fagan, just goes wide. Pace Roth keeps it in, another tip on net. LePayne puts it wide. Down low, Chipman, he can't get a stick on it. Puck clears the zone, here comes Appleford, he'll walk down, bobbles the puck at the last second and can't get a clean shot off. Here comes LePayne. He brings it across the blue line in the offensive zone. Tries to make a move. Puck goes right into the slot area. Loose puck down low. Nationals battling for it, but there's the Stars that come away with it. Puck we sent down the length of the ice. Appleford skating for it, but can't beat out the icing. So we are going to regroup back down in that Star zone.
And again, another strong, solid start for the Nationals. As Appleford had a chance to rush that puck with a pound, it ended up just bouncing off and deflecting down to the boards. So again, Nationals trying to get themselves off the right foot here to start this second period.
Face-off win by the Stars. Appleford will pick it up. He's going to move it along as he gets taken out hard by Gillis. Rocket comes out to play the puck. Coming along outside, here comes Aerosmith. He's got had a speed. Nice little floater right in the middle of the ice. Gillis can't get a clean shot off. Goes down behind the net. Wood, he tries to bring it out front. Battle for the puck ensues. Comes up the wall to Gillis. Kept in by Rulin. He takes a shot, but it is going to be called offside as Rulin just couldn't hold the line.
Close call right at the St. Thomas blue line. As Rulin just was not able to keep control of the puck. And the defense for the Nationals tonight has been very impressive. We've seen Caden Lave be impressive, blocking a couple of shots in here tonight. Rulin's done a good job of puck protecting. The Nationals defense so far in tonight's game, even though haven't exactly gotten on the score sheet so far, doing a good job of puck protection and moving the puck around.
Ali Rogers down low. He's going to fight off a hit. Trying to stay with it and get some help from Guvermont. Does manage to get the puck out. Rulin keeps it in this time. Throws it over to an empty wing as Kopchuk backed off in the anticipation. Stars counterattack. Quick shot right on the Frogget. Puck gets sent around the boards. Picked up on the near side by Clark. Clark back up to Ethier. Ethier takes a shot. That gets tipped out front. Now be collected again by the Nationals who will move it out. Bank pass off the wall. Bit too much juice on it. It is going to go for icing. Is going to get waved off. Rogers keeps with it. Gets the puck off of Ethier. And the penalty is going to be coming here to the Nationals, it looks like.
Yeah, and it's going to go to LeBlanc on this play.
LeBlanc looks like a little confused as to why he's getting a penalty.
Yeah, and there was no official signal from the official. He went straight to the box to give word of what the penalty is. check to see what it is, and I think it's actually that he closed his hand on the puck, which you cannot do, and the referee got on that right away.
No, he that little extra spin move on the play there ended up causing it. Just such a quick reaction there from him. Just absent-minded, and he gets the penalty, so the Stars back to the power play. Over 2 so far tonight, but it is still a very dangerous power play operating at 23%. Back up to the blue line. Nice steal. Here comes Chard. Chard going to try to drive his way down over against Woodley. And Woodley just hammers Chard into the boards as the Stars going to bring it back up the ice. Frazier. Franzen, over to Long. Back up to Woodley. Franzen, cross ice, trying to get a shot, shoots, and scores! Froggatt ends up finding himself on the ground, and Franzen finds an open top shelf and buries it. Tie game, 1-1.
Well, good puck movement here by St. Thomas as this starts up at the top here with Woolley as he works this down low. Deflects off, and then the shot as Froggatt gets fooled as he felt that was going cross ice and ends up going back out in front. And for Franzen, the captain of the Stars, he's able to get his 5th goal on the campaign. Power play marker now tied at 1 apiece.
Yeah, just an unlucky bounce there for Froggatt as he was expecting the cross ice play, which ends up with him on his stomach. And then Franzen makes no mistake. And he's had a very solid game out of the Stars forwards. Been all over the puck all game long. And exactly the push the Stars needed here in the second.
Yeah, and a good bounce back there for St. Thomas for Franzen. Again, with Medvedev, playing so strongly in the net, this is not surprising to see this game being tied at 1 apiece. With the shots now being 22-11 in favor of the Nationals, St. Thomas clearly not out of this game as they want to get 2 points themselves and get themselves up closer to the middle of the pack.
Bouncing puck loose right in the slot, right at the blue ice. But the Nationals can't get a piece of it and bury. So they'll have to regroup here once again as the Stars clear it all the way down for an icing.
And the Nationals have their top line out there with LePayne out there as well, with Chipman out on the ice as well, and Palmer.
Quick shot off the faceoff win by Chipman, deflected into the boards. Chipman stays with it, however. Gets the puck behind the net as the ref almost ends up in the middle of the collision. LePayne battling for it, puts it out front, nobody there for it. And the Nationals pick it up right again in the neutral zone. Little backhand pass by Collins, ended up right on the stick of the Stars. They continue in the offensive zone. Huge, trying to move it behind the net. He just gets powered right off the puck by PJ Fagan. LePayne tries to pick it up, gets it up to the blue line, but can't clear the zone. Fagan throws another huge hit. And PJ Fagan just a wrecking ball out there right now for the Nationals. That's 2 or 3 big hits here on this last shift. Palmer across the blue line. He's got 3 guys with him. Draws it behind the net for Fagan. Now to Chipman. Chipman trying to battle for it to get it out front. Ends up getting pushed off the puck, but keeps with it. Down low again for LePayne. Right out front. Goes right past the stick of Chipman. And the Stars going to turn the counterattack. Clinton, great and tight, takes a shot. Beautiful save by Froggatt. That's a tough play. Great and tight. Breakaway chance the other way. Here comes Wood. Wood loose in his feet. Tries to find it again. But great defensive play by Woodley. Stars send it down the length of the ice. Kopchuk, he gets knocked off the puck. Stars staying with it. Puck gets sent back up the wall by Clinton. Nationals try to get a steal. Clinton stays with it again. Loose puck down low, driving right in front of the ice, in front of the net. This is Daxon Dobbin. Clinton again collects it. A strong shift here by the Stars. Gillis, he tries to put it up the wall. Aerosmith tries to clear the zone and finally does, as here comes Aerosmith. Brings it down the left wing side. Gets hit off the puck. Does get it back up to the blue line. Kopchuk, he loses control of it. Here comes a breakaway chance all alone. Jackson Donovan walks in. He blows a tire, crashes right into Froggatt. And the net comes off the moorings. 12:32 remaining here in the period. And we are still tied 1-1.
Well, again, a bouncing puck goes off the stick of Kopchuk. And Dobbins off to the races. He's skating hard. And then the faceoff circle ends up tripping him right in the slot. No one around him and just loses the edge. Crashes hard right into Froggatt. Not able to get any real shot opportunity. And again, St. Thomas coming back with a bit of a pushback here.
Here comes Milne now across the blue line. Tries to get a pass cross ice to Hirsch. Gets stopped up. Now over to Doyle. Doyle, he'll move it up the boards. Tries to get on the stick along, but a little too high. Fisher back up to Hirsch. Hirsch, tip play intended for Chard, and it's going to be picked up by Milne behind the net. Now Chard over to Hirsch. Hirsch shoots and scores! Jeremy Hirsch finds the back of the net, and the Nationals take a 2-1 lead.
Well, goal number 4 for Jeremy Hirsch. And it seems that he scores exclusively in this building. Again, beautiful puck work here by Chard. Finding Hirsch, again, right near the faceoff circle in the high slot. And Hirsch just able to scoop and score and put it top shelf where Mama hides the cookies, as Rick Jenneret would say, the former Buffalo Sabres play-by-play man. And again, London retakes the lead, now 2-1.
As we said, Hirsch continuing his point streak and just doing it in style as well, as that line with him along with Milne and Chard are now responsible for both the Nationals' goals and have looked dangerous almost every time those three have touched the ice.
And for Hirsch, he did not actually play Thursday down in Sarnia, so taking a game off the point streak, still in contact, and he's able to bury that one again. His 4th on the campaign for him.
Quick shot on net by Rogers. That one gets tipped. And the puck comes back out. Pace Rob, he gets a leg on it. Fagan fakes the hit. Just Chipman tries to get a piece of it. Back down to the National zone. Fagan's going to send it around to Pace Rob. Back up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc, nice little pass, cross ice, hits over to Guvermont. Guvermont right out front. Rogers drives the net, but Guvermont crashes right into the post. And Medvedev gets the cover on the puck. That's another great shift by this 4th line.
And again, this just all starts with Guvermont here as he tries to walk around the defenseman and ends up bumping into Medvedev, and Medvedev the wherewithal to make the save. As he was running into Ethier, Ethier was just trying to make sure that he stays in front of the Nationals forward. And like we mentioned, that 4th line is just dogged on the puck there with Atlee, Rogers, Guvermont, and LePayne. They're just able to generate all kinds of traffic.
Face-off win by the Nationals, ends up accidentally clearing the zone. So they try to dump it back in, but a little too high and hits the netting. So we'll have a face-off this time outside of the Star zone.
And this face-off will come to the other side of the neutral zone as Kopchuk decides to shovel that one up high. On that play, I would have preferred for him to maybe try to rim it around, shoot it, cross his body around, rim it around the boards. But instead he tried to go high.
Hard work play by Chard, gets over to Hirsch. Hirsch takes a shot. And that one just goes wide. As this line again acting all dangerous. Milne walks over to Hirsch. Hirsch can't get a piece of it. As he tries to put it back behind the net, intended for Chard. Huge hit by Milne. As he blows up Woodley right behind the net. And we're going to see a penalty coming here.
And I do think it's going to go to Hirsch for head contact, as he wanted to throw the body as well. And again, we're going to see the physical play here. Here's the first hit just off your screen as Milne throws his body, and then play goes around the boards. And there's Hirsch right there. The gloves come up high, and when you're making that hit, you want to try to keep the gloves down on that play. And for her, she ends up getting the gloves up near the helmet, and the head contact gets called. We're seeing that quite a lot so far in this regular season, is the head contact has certainly been paid attention during the offseason for officials. As I was at a recertification clinic as well over in Waterloo, and that's something that they really specified was to up the head contact calls, as again we're trying to eliminate concussions, and that's something that we want to try to keep our eye on, is making sure that the players are making the clean hits.
Absolutely, no problem with physicality in the game, but as long as it's clean, that's where you had to draw the line. Down low, Nationals whack the puck on the penalty kill. Shipman just pins the puck along the boards, kills off a little more time. Now set to Long. Long brings it across the blue line. Carries it down, bank pass off the boards. Lead play over to Chipman. Chipman just runs right into a wall as Woodley stands him up. Franzen. Drop pass for Long. Briar Long, he'll bring it across the blue line and just offside, as it looks like Gavin White had that extra step on him.
Yeah, speed can do you wonders, especially when you're driving wide and you can do a good job of protecting the puck. And as a defenseman, that's one of the toughest things to do being a defenseman, is when that forward is driving to the net with speed and protecting the puck. It's hard to take the puck away, so you just have to do your best to try to body them up.
Long clearing play by the Nationals, as we're now over halfway through the power play here for the Stars. Clearing play as Ethier brings it up. Appleford across the blue line. Over to Van de Ven right at the top of the blue line. Back to Van de Ven. He takes a shot from distance. Bouncing puck right down low, loose. Stars battle away for it. We'll keep it in the offensive zone thanks to Van de Ven. Back up the wall and just gets by Clark. And that'll clear the zone. Medvedev comes out to play it. Less than 30 seconds remaining here on the power play. Pressure being applied by Chard as Van de Ven trying to move it, but Chard applying all kinds of pressure and gets some help down low by Milne. The Nationals penalty killers are going to come away with it as just two dogs on a bone just strip the puck away from the Stars, and that'll be it for the power play. As here comes Ruland back out on the ice. Ethier up to Hugen. He takes a shot. Ethier takes another chance. He puts it out front. Another penalty coming here. As the penalties continue, it's going to be a cross-checking call this time to PJ Fagan.
And this happens right out in front of Froggatt, as he was just battling down low. And again, you can see the cross-check right there to the back of the numbers. Gets Hugen. Puts him right into Froggatt. So once again, the Nationals onto the penalty kill. Now the fifth opportunity of the game now for St. Thomas. And now this is interesting. Michael Kopchuk in to take a draw and almost won it.
You can't keep giving a team like the Stars this many opportunities. You're going to get burned eventually. And with this only being a one-goal game, the Stars will take as many chances as they can get. Puck comes down. Nice pass right in the middle of the ice, and Long can't quite get the shot off cleanly. Puck sent right down onto Medvedev. He can't handle it, but no threat as Franzen gets a whole piece of it. Sends it behind the net to Woodley. Woodley, he'll carry it up the wall. Gets past Chipman to go down low. Woodley pinned along the boards. Gets it over. Back up to the blue line for Franzen. Back to Caden Long, back to Franzen, now over to Woodley. Woodley tries to get to Briar Long. He gets it now. Minute left. Stars doing a great job of moving the puck. LeBlanc almost gets the steal, but Briar Long keeps with it. Puck trying to get right in the middle to Caden Long. Bouncing puck goes right over his blade and into the neutral ice. Reset, the two Longs go back to back. Briarlaw carries it across the blue line. Over to Hugan. Back to Caden. Briarlaw again. Tries a cross-ice pass. Nice deflection play by Kopchuk. Cross-ice pass intended for Palmer. Just a little too far to his reach as he'll cycle back. Long reach pass. Just picks it up. And Jai Chipman, he'll collect it in the offensive zone. Bobbles it. Now over to Palmer right in the slot. Palmer walks in. Backhand chance. Puts it just wide. He had Medvedev down and out. Here comes Appleford. Back across. Tries to put a little saucer pass across ice as he had Hugen going right down the middle. Both teams golden chances, but no goals.
Yeah, and we'll take a look at the Nationals' chance here as Chipman just recognizes late. Palmer's up in the high slot. Palmer tries to make the forehand, backhand move, and it just goes wide past Alexei Medvedev as there was some room on that side, just a missed opportunity, and then the other way comes St. Thomas, and Appleford gets a little shot on, and Froggatt having to make a save.
That last chance there by Palmer, it just rolls off the toe of his stick at the last second as Fagan's back out on the ice as the Nationals kill off another one. Stars now 0 for 5 on the night for the power play. And the puck just sent long distance on net by Blake. And Froggatt not liking it, just blockers it right into the netting. And will give the Nationals penalty killers a chance to get that rest and get those fresh legs out if they would need it.
Yeah, when you throw it onto the net, good things happen. So Froggatt just sees that puck potentially could start to dip, so he just elects to punch that one up and out of play and get a whistle.
Here comes Colton Chipman. Brings it across the blue line, takes a shot, ends up snapping a stick on the play. He'll quickly head off. And the puck gets rimmed around the boards. Stars pick it up. Trying to bounce it out. Picked up and stolen by Milne. Nolan Milne, he'll bring it into the offensive zone. Pressured by Clinton, he'll rim it around the boards. Over to Lave on the far side. Lave to Fisher. Fisher, shot from distance, tipped out front by LePayne. Bit of a new look line here for the Nationals with LePayne out there with Chard and Milne. Milne throwing the body, taking Van de Ven into the wall. Clinton back out front, tries to get the puck in front of the net. Van de Ven picks it up, sent back to Jackson Doyle. Oh, Doyle on the near side. He's got room to work. He'll carry it across the blue line, fights off a hit from Pace Ruff and tries to stay with it. Ends up getting picked up now by Wood. Chard, cross-ice pass. Gets across the red line by Fisher, and he'll just dump it in as Chard tries to jump on top of it and does. Chard battles in there with two Stars players, but the Stars will come away with it. Stolen again by Aerosmith, right at the blue line. Here comes Aerosmith, walk down, takes the shot. Has the top corner wide open, but just puts it high. Aerosmith along the boards, gets it over to Chard. Chard, he's right at the end of a shift. Can't quite do anything with it, but throw it into the other corner. Stolen again by Aerosmith. He'll bring it into the offensive zone. Tries to get it to Gillis, but Gillis can't get a stick on it. Puck now back and forth and between the Nationals D. Here comes Aerosmith. He's got a man in front, tries to put a shot. Hoping for a rebound for Rogers, driving the slot. Gillis, sharp angle, fans on the puck. Now picked up by Gillis again. Gillis tries to put it down low, finds it again. Kept in by Ruland at the blue line. Aerosmith, down low to Rogers. Rogers back out to Aerosmith, one-time attempt. Another save by Medvedev. Aerosmith, cross ice to Ruland. Ruland spins. Down low to Gillis. Nationals applying all kinds of pressure. Down into the far corner. Cross ice pass goes right through a bunch of legs, but nobody there to really get anything on it. Stolen by Rogers, using his power to his advantage. Gets the puck down low. Rogers waits, takes a shot. That gets deflected into the corner. Puck thrown around the boards. Ruland holds it at the blue line. Gets it to Gillis. Gillis can't get a piece of it. Sent right back up. Rulin takes a shot, blockered away this time by Medvedev, and pulls exactly what Frogget did a couple minutes ago and deflects it into the netting and gets the break for those tired Stars players who were just pinned in their own zone for a good 2 minutes.
Yeah, what a shift by the Nationals there, especially Blake Aerosmith, as he had plenty of chances on that offensive opportunity.
Another face-off chance, and Chapman tries to drive it away on the near side as he goes right across the middle. Nationals keeping with it, and they're going to draw a penalty here. Puck right out front, right through the blue paint. Medvedev drops at the last second, and the Stars will touch up. So the Nationals will head to their third power play of the night.
And again, good work down here again by the defense as Lave is down low, pinching on the play, and he gets taken down on the hook. And with 2:39 to go here in the second period, the Nationals will go to work on their power play again, as they're waiting for one more forward to come onto the ice. As they've got Milne, the top line basically is out there, and you're going to add in Aerosmith to it, as now Palmer's going to end up going in and taking the draw.
Picked up by Fisher off the face-off win. Walking in, taking the shot. A great chance there by Milne. Milne keeps it in. He gets up to Aerosmith. Aerosmith over to Fisher at the top of the circle. Drop pass for Palmer. Back to Fisher. Fisher takes a shot from distance, goes right through traffic, and just gets a piece of it. Out front is Chipman as he's just diving in front of the net. But Medvedev tracks it well.
Well, I don't even know how Medvedev saw this. Look at the bodies. There's at least 4 or 5 bodies right in the slot, and you can see Chipman almost Superman diving to get a deflection. And Medvedev once again able to make the save. He does a really good job of just looking through the screen, finding that loose puck, and that's something that I'm sure the London Knights certainly are seeing in the positive signs of Alexei Medvedev so far in tonight's contest.
Absolutely. We've seen almost the entirety of the London Knights roster is in attendance here tonight, as shots now 31-15 in favor of the Nationals, as a possible future goaltender for the Knights there in Medvedev has had his work cut out for him. Franzen does a great job getting the steal as he's going to drive it right back down to the National zone. Frogget comes out to play the puck. Leaves it for Aerosmith, who leaves it for Fisher. Fisher, lead pass up to Milne. Milne working his way into the offensive zone, gets it stolen off his stick. Nice little move by Franzen, but isn't going to beat Palmer to the puck. Some dogged play by Franzen to keep right on top of Palmer, forcing him to try to make a move. Palmer takes a shot right on net, and Medvedev has to make another tough save as Palmer just drives hard right down the left wing side.
Well, this started all the way in his own zone, and Palmer just explodes here with his speed. Good edge work, going 10-2 skating style, and gets a shot away and forces Medvedev to take the puck there and control that one. As we haven't seen that real skating style yet so far from Palmer, but just great Edwards reminds us of Mitch Marner.
Absolutely, some great work down there by him. As here come the Nationals, trying a nice little passing play, but it gets broken up. And here comes Jackson Dobbin, carries across the blue line, moves it out front, trying to get it on net. Ends up getting stolen, and here comes Chard. Chard leading the rush the other way, 3-on-2. Drop pass for LePayne. LePayne can't quite get a shot off. Bounces off a skate, picked up now by Brody Gillis. Gillis up at the blue line. Down to LePayne. Power play expiring. LePayne, one last chance, takes the shot. Medvedev grabs it and takes it down as the power play expires, and Ethier is back out on the ice for the Stars.
Well, good little inside-out move by LePayne there. He draws huge and close, and then able to put it through his skates and then throw a shot towards Medvedev, his 33rd so far in the contest. So the Nationals' pace for shots, we thought they might get to maybe 60, but they have slowed down their shots, but they still have the 1-goal lead, leading 2-1.
Still managed to put a lot of rubber on net, and another shot coming in the way of Carter Frogget. And he'll make another save here with just 30 seconds remaining in the second period. Both teams trading blows here It's been a bit of a back and forth contest here in the second.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And again, with it being a 7-game win streak, we've seen Sabran, he's still undefeated so far this season, 4-0, but Froggatt as well, 4-2. So it hasn't been just the one goalie. Both of the Nationals goaltenders have been stepping up during this win streak.
Back down low, right out front. Rogers trying to get a piece of it. Walks in, big slap shot this time by Kopchak. Atlee Rogers takes a shot again. Bouncing puck. And the Stars will pick it up, bring it out of the neutral ice, and it's sent right on to Froggatt, who makes one final save for the period. As the Nationals do get one more on the board after the Stars tie it up, but they will take, and the Nationals will take a 2-1 lead into the second intermission here on Archon Aggregates Nationals Hockey here on Rogers TV.
We'd also like to thank the proud food sponsor tonight.
Leonard Thompson, 13 years old, diabetes mellitus, 65 pounds.
Starve the child to let them live. The treatment's as cruel as the disease. It's a death sentence.
Dr. Banting, this could be it. He's the first to receive this trial. But will it save him?
It's not pure enough.
So we try again. And again. And again.
Before the discovery of insulin, diabetes was a death sentence. Banting, Best, Collop, and McLeod's breakthrough has saved millions of lives. Leonard Thompson's was the first.
It's closing time, and you stayed out longer than you planned. So now you can't drive, and the buses have stopped running. You could always call your girlfriend. Or maybe your roommate? What about your best friend? You could just dial 1-888-TAXI-GUY or use the Taxi Guy app. The call and the app are free, and they both connect you to a local cab company to bring you home safely. Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive, drive sober.
Join with me here at ice level is London Nationals forward Atlee Rogers. Atlee, tonight we're celebrating ChildCan, and this foundation wouldn't exist without families like yours. Can you tell me a little bit about who Shannon was, and what do you think about on a day like today?
Shannon's my older sister who went through 5 years of cancer treatment, and she's someone who was very strong and day by day had to fight to keep going. So she's someone that I've always looked up to, and someone that I think about when I'm going through a hard time and just know things could be worse, and I gotta keep pushing through.
Now you wear number 98. Can you tell us a story about why you wear it?
So my sister was born in 1998, so that's why I wear 98. It's just a little reminder to tell me to keep going, and that people battle through worse things with childhood cancer.
And especially tonight, how are you feeling? It's a very special night, obviously, for you and your family. How are you feeling about the whole thing?
It's a special night for me. ChildCan helped out me and my family a lot when my sister was sick, so on a night like tonight, it's great to be able to support a foundation like ChildCan.
Atlee, thank you so much. We will be back with more London Nationals hockey right after this.
I started with Rogers TV back in the summer of 2021. So I went to journalism school, so I had more experience on the other side of the camera, and so I thought getting some behind the camera experience would be better for career advancement. Some of the things that I've learned as a volunteer is how to set up the cameras, how to tear them down, how to set up commentators' headsets, things like that. I'd say just go for it. There's no really commitment for hours. You get the opportunity to meet a lot of great people, and you get to cover some great events. What it means to be a volunteer with Rogers is you get to connect to the community in ways that people don't necessarily see, like with hockey games or racing or baseball, things like that. I'd say yeah, just go for it. It's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of great people, and it's just a great time.
take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. Smoking weed affects reaction time and concentration. A message from Mad Canada.
Did you know all our camera operators for tonight's game are volunteers? Rogers TV volunteers learn the skills needed to put on a show, including camera, audio, graphics, and more. If you're interested, visit rogerstv.com/volunteer to sign up. Back here at the Western Fair Sports Center, 2-1 is your score after 40 minutes of play in favor of the London Nationals. And it's been a back-and-forth game here. The Nationals go into that period up 1-0. Stars tied up pretty early 1-1, and then quickly right back at it. The Nationals make it 2-1. So it's been just blow for blow here. We've seen it in the second period, and a lot comes down to, I think, the goaltending performance in one net in particular.
Yeah, Alexei Medvedev has been the star of the show so far in tonight's contest. Faced plenty of rubber. The Nationals have been throwing plenty of shots, 30-plus shots so far on the net of Medvedev. But on the same side, Carter Froggatt as well has played well. So again, last week we had a chess match in here. Tonight it's been more about who's had the possession and who's been able to take the opportunities. And so far, London has those 2 goals compared to St. Thomas's 1.
Absolutely. The Nationals did find the net again in the second period, but the Stars did manage to tie it up early here with just a nice, clean little passing play, but it ends up going off a body, and then Franzen just finds it and just puts it right over top of us, sprawling for Carter Froggatt. And then the Nationals, just great work by Jeremy Hirsch, extending his point streak to 5 games with his 4th goal and 3rd one here on home ice. So when you need a goal here at home, Jeremy Hirsch is probably the guy you want to have on the ice.
Yeah, no doubt. Lucas Chard draws an assist, his 2nd point on the night. Now for Chard, that makes it now 3 points in 3 games now for him. So he's back to being a point-per-game producer for the Nationals, coming down from the Leamington Flyers. And for the Nationals, again, just a strong effort so far throughout this game. When they've been inside the offensive zone, especially the 4th line in that second period with Gouvermont, LePayne, and Atlee Rogers, they have just put plenty of pucks towards the net, cycling the puck down low, and just being dogged on the puck all night long. This entire Nationals lineup, up and down the lineup, have been able to get a lot of rubber on the net and keeping the St. Thomas Stars inside their own zone.
Yeah, they've done an absolutely great job of doing that, but it's been a tough job for the Nationals to really get something behind Medvedev as they continue. Every line has been cycling the puck really well and putting all kinds of pucks on net, but he's just been standing his ground and basically stopping everything that isn't a surefire goal.
Yeah, and Medvedev's one of those goaltenders who loves to be in the fight, basically love to help his team, and this game could easily be a blowout right now for the Nationals if it's not for Medvedev. And again, the London Knights certainly happy that he's performing well in tonight's contest, as in the preseason for the Knights he got in a couple of games and he played really well. Certainly Medvedev earning his trust with the Knights, but also earning his trust with his St. Thomas Stars teammates so far.
You look at his record too, you wouldn't think that Medvedev was playing that well, coming with an .890 save percentage and goals against over 4, but he has been absolutely fantastic, especially in this contest against one of the top teams when they can really throw the offense at a team. He's been doing a great job at stopping it. And then on the other end, we've mentioned this last week, there is a goaltending battle for that starting job within the Nationals, and Carter Froggatt doing his best to keep up his end of the bargain.
Yeah, back-to-back games now for Froggatt, and he wasn't quite happy that he didn't get the start in here last Wednesday night, so he played down in Sarnia on Thursday night, got the win there, and playing again in here tonight. And for, again, that goaltending battle, Sabrin 4-0, Froggatt 4-2. And again, with this win streak being at 7 games, both goaltenders are the reason that the Nationals have this win streak, just because of the fact that they both battle hard, they're aggressive in their crease, their rebound control is solid. So when you have this goaltending battle, the 1A, 1B, both goaltenders battling to try to be that true number one. The Nationals got to love the fact that both goaltenders are fighting for that spot.
Absolutely, and I think going into this third period, what has to change here for the Nationals is discipline. That's going to be the big thing, as the Nationals been to the box 6 times throughout this game. Stars have scored on one of them, so you can't give them that other opportunity to get back in this contest. And if you can stay out of the box, that minimizes their chance, because this is a team that lives and dies by the power play. As for the Stars on the other hand, for the Nationals on the other hand, what do they have to do to kind of pull away with a win here tonight?
For the Nationals to just continue what they're doing. They have been pretty much controlling puck possession majority of the night, and we mentioned this off the air, how that second period was more so a special teams period, and how penalties were going back and forth, and they were trading chances back and forth. So the Nationals just need to continue their offensive pressure and stay out of the penalty box. We've said that plenty of times last season when Dave Matsos was the coach, and the same thing this year with head coach Mike McElvey as well.
And the nice thing with a young team, you never know when to quit. And that's with the Stars. We can see anything happen here, as we got all kinds of fun happening here at the Western Fair. We got dancing goaltenders. We had dinosaurs earlier tonight. And we also have 2 members of Toy Story in here. Woody and Jesse showing up as the Nationals continue to lead 2-1.
The world's most famous Canadian, Grey Owl, just back from the triumphant British tour, is to be a reluctant guest at a gathering of First Nations.
Archie, you may not realize this, but right now you are the most famous Red Indian in the world. These are your people. You have to be there. Come on, Harold, let's go.
Sure, I'm sure. His name is Archie Bellini, and if he's a Red Indian, I'm the King of China.
It is an honor to meet the man called Grey Owl, who has brought much respect for our people.
Imposter, rascal, dreamer, and yet the Englishman who called himself Grey Owl awoke the whole world to our vanishing wilderness.
My brother says, men become what they dream. You have dreamed well.
After a night out with your friends, not having a plan for a safe ride home can leave you in a bad spot. You could end up riding in a police car, an ambulance, or a hearse. These unplanned modes of transportation can be a costly choice and do not take you home. Your plan could include a designated driver, a taxi, or public transit. Drink responsibly, choose your ride, and have a plan for a safe ride home.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more.
Watch, play, and win every Monday night at 8 p.m. with Optimus TV Bingo on Rogers TV. Cards are available at multiple London locations that are good for all 3 games. Weekly jackpots total $3,000. Back here at the Western Fair Sports Center, 40 minutes down, 20 minutes left, and this is still anybody's game. The Nationals trying to come out on top, but the difference of the standings is not what we're seeing here on the ice here, as this is a game Stars lineup tonight.
Yeah, and again, that Stars lineup certainly providing the young core of that team, certainly pushing the Nationals to the brink so far, only being down by 1 goal, but the Nationals as well trying to push themselves as well. As again, looking at the standings, implications so far with Strathroy and LaSalle currently tied at 1 in their contest as well. So if Strathroy wins and London wins, we have a 3-way tie for first. If LaSalle wins, they will maintain first place as of tonight. So interesting to see how the scores will shape out. So regardless, LaSalle can maybe, if they get that game to overtime, they guarantee themselves being first place at least for the week. When they come here to Western Fair next Wednesday night, and again, just first place, oh so important so far early on in the season, as the top 5 teams are battling it out.
And this is shaping out to be quite a war down the stretch here between at least the top 3 teams in the Western Conference, as the Rockets, who are a bit of an interesting story this year, as they've had a pretty steady rise the last few seasons. Just look like they've been getting better and better every year. Nationals have been one of the golden childs of the Western Conference, and LaSalle's always had that up and down years for them, and this looks like one of their up years as they are in some great positioning, taking over that Leamington position of that big, strong, mean team, and it seems to be working for them this year, as it is still anybody's conference, and you can't count out some of the teams farther down as well.
No, definitely not. And we can't forget about the St. Mary's Lincolns. They knocked out the Nationals last year in round number 2, so certainly interesting to see how they move forward throughout the Western Conference.
Face-off won by the Stars, but quickly turned over. Fisher, he'll move the puck up over to Chipman. Bouncing puck, stolen by Gavin White. He'll bring it across the blue line, takes a shot from distance, glove down by Carter Froggett, and we're a little more pushing and shoving in front of the net as Lave and Franzen getting into it. As we start out here, our third period, as always, is brought to you by Great White Wealth Management.
Yeah, we talked earlier on how there's a few London Knight players here in tonight's contest. A few of them have actually been a part of this Battle of Highbury Avenue, with Will Nickel being a part of the St. Thomas Stars, Jacob Julian being on a London Nationals just last season. He ended up being drafted in the 5th round.
Shot and scores! An awkward shot by Briar Long, finds its way, barred down, and just gets by Carter Froggett, and we are tied at 2.
And exactly like you mentioned there, Kyle, an awkward shot as that bounces off the stick of Long. He just continues to maintain possession, goes through and goes up and over the blocker of Froggett, as he felt that might have been going towards the glove side, and it ends up going back against the grain blocker side. And once again, St. Thomas not going away in this contest, now tying this game up at 2.
Yeah, it's just the team that just refuses to go away, as Dave Mastos has got his team up for this contest. And despite the Nationals greatly outshooting the Stars here, they are tied at 2. Here comes Riley Wood. Up across the blue line. He'll dump it into the far corner. Puck gets up to the blue line. That's going to bounce past Logan Pace-Roth. And he'll be picked up by Aerosmith. Aerosmith, nice clean pass up to Wood. Wood, touch pass intended for Gillis, too far ahead of him. Nationals will still try to corral the puck. Over to Fagan. PJ Fagan walks in, takes a shot. Rebound chance, loose puck down low and finds its way and scores! And welcome back to the lineup, Captain Riley Wood.
Well, hard work pays off down low, as this puck comes to PJ Fagan right at the top of the circle. He has room to shoot this, generates that rebound, and Wood's able to sneak that one 5-hole behind Medvedev and into the back of the net. And for Wood, that is his third goal on the campaign for him. First game back from the injury that he had suffered at the beginning of the season, back in the lineup, and now back on the score sheet, and restores the Nationals' 1-goal lead.
So 3 goals on the season now. All 3 have been against St. Thomas, as he scored 2 in the home opener against St. Thomas as well. So this is a team that he just has found a lot of success against so far this season, and exactly what the Nationals want to see from their captain, getting right back on the offense.
And you can say the same thing for Jeremy Hirsch as well, as Hirsch has had all 4 of his goals scored in this building, and Riley Wood can say the same thing. His 3 goals have been in this building. He scored 2 in the home opener, and here's Hirsch again.
Big block by Hirsch. Jeremy Hirsch comes away on the breakaway, takes the play, and just can't get enough on the backhand, as another great save by Medvedev, as the puck just sneaks a little too far away from Hirsch at the last second to get anything done of quality.
Well, this is eerily similar to the St. Thomas breakaway in this very end, is again the puck bouncing and Hirsch not able to control it, as it ends up going a little bit too far. And Medvedev once again getting the glove down on it. 37-21, the shots on net favoring the Nationals. As again, the Nationals are approaching 40 shots. They had 47 Thursday in Sarnia. We'll see if they can match that mark.
Puck comes up. Here comes Atlee Rogers. He brings it over. Nice little pass in tight. Takes the shot by LePong. Rogers follows up with it as the Nationals keep possession. Shot from distance by Rulin. Goes right down in the far corner. Stars are going to pick it up. Woodley, he gets a piece of it. Battling through the hit. Puck comes up the wall. Penalty coming here now to the Nationals. Gouvermont touches up, and it will be a penalty, and it will be to Gouvermont.
Gouvermont trying to plead his case there, but he doesn't really have much of one. As again, this happens down low in the corner. As you can see, Gouvermont going in for positioning, takes his man out with his skate, so tripping being the call. And once again, St. Thomas going to the power play. They've already scored once on it, looking to go for another one.
Face-off, quick win by the Stars. The puck goes right onto Froggatt, but the Nationals will corral it and send it down the length of the ice. Aggressively on the puck, as always, is Palmer. Stars break it right up the middle of the ice. Kane Long comes in, takes a shot. Froggatt kicks pads into the corner. Puck sent off the back of the net. Picked up now by Woodley. Back up to Van de Ven at the top of the blue line. Nice little pass, shoots and scores! Brian Long ties it up again.
Well, this is a rocket of a shot from Long right at the top of the circle and beats Froggatt clean on the blocker's side. As again, St. Thomas does a good job of moving the puck along the outside, and they just play pitch and catch along the perimeter, and screened once again as a good screen right out in front by Gavin White. Froggatt not able to pick the puck up late. And for Long, that is now his 9th goal on the campaign. 16 points now in his 14 games played, and we're back to being even again at 3.
Another great night for power play for the Stars unit. Started off kind of slow, but has really picked it up in the last little bit. 2 for 7 now on the night, as the Nationals penalty kill starting to falter a bit, as they have been out just constantly having to go to work. Gillis sends it down low to Aerosmith. Aerosmith tries to put it back out to Gillis and ends up on the stick of Riley Wood. Puck down behind the net. Van de Ven moves it up. Thrown right through the blue paint. Gets tipped off the wall. Kept in again by Aerosmith. Van de Ven turns it around. Back up the wall. Puck is picked up. Stars are going to move it out. Collins, he tries to get it out. Can't quite do anything. He gets stopped up. Here comes Chard across the blue line. Chard takes a shot right down the glove side area, but just puts it wide. Puck will be collected down by Hugan. Sent along the boards. Milne picks it up, but can't find a defenseman to put it to. Now Hirsch breaks through, gets past Hugan. Hugan, cross-ice pass intended for Milne on the far side. Kept to the blue line, shot from distance, over to Hirsch. But he can't get the shot off cleanly. Hirsch spins, stolen now as the Stars will move it out. Nice, beautiful cross-ice pass as Clinton brings it in, but can't quite get the shot off. Down low, beautiful play, backhand chance right on net. Froggatt makes the save. Comes back out to Hirsch. Hirsch gets up to the red line as he's going to dump it in as the Nationals go off for a change. St. Thomas, they're going to try to move it out. Get up to the blue line into the neutral ice. Chipman right on top of his man. Gets some help from Palmer. Palmer has got LePain right in the middle. Palmer takes a shot. LePain climbs the ladder. Gets a piece of it. Turned right at the blue line. Kept in. Palmer almost gets another steal. And a lead pass intended for Jackson Dobbin, a little too far ahead of him. Kopchak. Back pass over to Rulin. Lead pass intended for LePain, a little too far to his reach. And we'll go for icing, so it comes right back down into the National zone. 14:23 remaining here in the third. Shots 40-24 for the Nationals.
As we'll take a look at the goal here, as Long again just walks up to the top of the circle, and he's able to bury that one And power play, you're trying to create open space, and Long does a good job of going from low to high on that play, and he got rewarded.
Ethier can't quite get anything on it. Puck comes across the blue line by Palmer. As those two go just crashing right into the corner as the Stars will move it out. Gavin White across the red line into the offensive zone and just a bit offside is Briar Long. And what they'll be brought right back out into the neutral ice.
And again, for St. Thomas, we talked about their road record being 4-4, and you can see exactly why they're 500. They are in every game that they have played and on the road. And another solid road game in here tonight, being game tied at 3 apiece, not going anywhere and pushing the Nationals to the brink.
Puck gets sent back down into the Stars zone. Franzen tries to keep with it and sends it around. And then we're going to go behind the net where Ethier will pick it up. Woodley moves it back over to Ethier. Now to Gavin White on the near side. He's going to throw a nice cross-ice pass. Cleanly recepted and dumped into the offensive zone. Woodley's first man on it. He gets pushed off the puck, picked up now by LeBlanc. LeBlanc back up the wall. Nice touch pass by Atlee Rogers. Gets it over to Guvermont into the offensive zone. Guvermont tries to keep with his man as they go crashing into the boards. Rogers just driving right out front. Can't quite get the shot off, as we're going to see a couple calls here as two players just caught up behind the net as Guvermont in with it. Getting into it, Jared Woodley.
And we'll see what comes out of this. As will both players go, or will Woodley just go? And it looks like it's going to be both. And again, this play ends up going down low. They take a tumble, both crash into the boards, and their skates are both caught down low, and you can just see Woodley just crashes Guvermont down low back behind the boards. And referee Hilliard Brennan right there to make sure that they don't allow any more of that. And so Paceroth is having a conversation with Brennan about potentially getting a power play, but it looks like there isn't going to be one, as they're just going to both go for roughing out of that play.
And the face-off win by the Nationals as they keep it in. Takes a shot from long distance. That one just finds its way wide to the Stars. Going to try to throw a long pass intended for Caden Long, as he had Appleford right with him. Here come the Nationals again across the blue line. Gillis turns, puts it right up front. Had Aerosmith going right down the middle. Appleford fans on his pass. Follows up with a nice clean hit. Puck sent over to Van de Ven. Van de Ven gets stripped to the puck by Wood. Wood sends it in the offensive zone. Aerosmith's going to challenge down low. He throws a nice hard hit right in the boards on Blake. Franzen, he just runs right through Fagan and keeps with the puck. Trying to strip it off Lucas Chart. As bodies falling all over the place, as the captain, Franzen, just taking down everybody he can. As here comes Milne. Nolan Milne, full head of steam. He's going to make his move out front. Loose puck, takes the shot. Sharp angle by Chard. Just puts it through the crease, but can't convert. 2-on-2 the other play. Drop pass, takes the shot. That one just goes high and over the net. Beautiful play there by Cole Collins. Collins again picks it up. He throws it down low. That one gets blocked. Fagan gets the steal. Fagan, nice lead pass, gets all the way up to Hirsch. And just a bit too far for an icing. And we'll come back down to the National zone.
Well, the ice has certainly opened up so far in this third period, as both teams making stretch passes back and forth. And the physicality has picked up as well, as Aerosmith threw a heavy hit down low.
And the puck comes out. Stars get the face-off win. Puck moves along the board, stopped up. Battle for the puck continues. This Charge trying to get it out. Gets up to the blue line, kept in again. Stars proving to be quite persistent and keeping the puck in the zone. Milne finally clears and will just dump it in as the Nationals get a much-needed change. Sando. He'll bring it in. Sent now behind the net. Back up the wall, LePayne. Across the blue line, he's got Palmer and Chipman with him. Chipman gets stood up right at the top of the circle. Just great play by Dobbin. He's going to bring it back the other way. Challenged by Lave. He gets taken down to the ice. Battle for the puck still ensues with the two of them. There's a couple extra shots given there by Lave as a receipt. Puck comes up to the blue line. Nationals have to clear the zone quickly. It's almost going offside. Caden Long tries to get over to Dobbin. Dobbin finds the puck finally. He's going to try to move it out front. He gets taken down by LePayne. And the Nationals going to try to quickly get the counterattack. Chipman and Palmer out there together. Picked up now by Palmer. Palmer spins, throws it back behind him. Now by Dobbin. Dobbin picks it up. Long gets taken down in the middle of the ice. He looks like he's hurt on the play. He's slow to get up. Puck goes high into the rafters and out of play. As Woodley and Gubermont finally exit the boxes. Just under 10 minutes left here in the third.
Yeah, we'll take a look at what happened to Caden Long here. He might have got a stick into the midsection as he goes down, feeling it. Back on the St. Thomas bench, he looked to be all okay, but just right at, like, he kind of maybe got a bit of a stinger right in the neutral zone. And with 10 minutes to go, we got ourselves another chess match here as both teams trying to trade chances.
Face-off gets scrubbed. Stars are going to come away with it, however. Van de Ven, he tries to throw a cross-ice pass. Ends up right back on his own stick. Lead pass, hits its target. Here come the Stars across the blue line. Long shot right into the chest of Carter Froggett, and he'll hang on.
And again, another good save made there by Froggett. Midway point of the third period, shots 40-25 in favor of the Nationals, and they've got their fourth line out there again with Rogers out there with Brody Gillis.
Another shot gets tipped. Throwing him right along the wall. Nationals pick it up. Atlee Rogers makes his little move, gets through the middle of the ice. Over to Gillis, back to Rogers. Rogers has Wood going with him. Tries to dish it over to Wood, but that gets tipped. Fisher keeps it in. Gillis gets stripped to the puck, kept into the blue line by Fisher. Fisher brings it down to the half boards. Now behind the net, tries to get the wraparound attempt. Medvedev makes the save. Wood holds it, throws it cross ice, winds up, big slap shot there by Pace Roth as that gets blocked and sent back out. Pace Roth behind the net, Nationals changing up. Give it up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc brings it up with speed. Right along the left wing side, brings it out, puts it out front. Big one-time attempt by Gubermont. And that gets tipped at the last second over the net and out of play.
And again, this fourth line just generating offense as they work this into the slot. And it goes off the defender's stick and up and out of play. But this faceoff is going to come outside of St. Thomas's territory.
Long shot by Kopchuk. Almost catches Medvedev off guard as that one just slides wide on him.
And I didn't miss by much.
Not by much at all. Puck now behind the net. Jackson Doyle. He's going to look for that outlet pass. Finds it on the near side over to Collins. Now it's brought up as the Stars take the zone. Bouncing pucks. Stars staying with it. Doyle. Gives himself a self-pass as it goes right through the middle of the ice. Throws a cross-ice pass, gets all the way over to Caden Long. Kept in Ray at the blue line by Sturgeon. Sturgeon takes a shot, shoots, and scores! Puck's tipped on the way to the target by Cole Collins. And the Stars take a 4-3 lead.
Well, we always say it, put it to the net and good things happen. And a deflection right out in front, and for Collins, that's his 5th of the season again. Lots of traffic in front. This is just floated, and Collins just gets that stick in there and gets it past the goaltender and Froggett. For the first time in tonight's contest, the Nationals trail with 8 minutes to go. And again, talking about this young core. Dave Matos has this team humming in this game.
Here comes Milne. Milne tries to bring it across the blue line. He gets stopped up, turned right up top and sent down. Play comes up, stolen again. Here come the Stars. Star offense starting to click, but Clinton just a bit offside. So we'll reset in the neutral zone. Shots 40 to 26 in favor of the Nationals, but the Stars now with a 4-3 lead as their offense has really just stunted the Nationals offense in this third period, with it scoring 2 goals just to the Nationals 1. Puck comes all the way down, and it will be an icing on the Nationals, so they'll have to get a face-off in their own defensive zone now.
And again, the first time in the game where the Nationals are trailing. Now they have to start to turn on their offense a bit. And they've got a good group out there that can generate that offense as well, with Lucas Chart out on the ice.
Chard gets the face-off win. Goes back, nice long lead pass over to Milne. Milne will just deflect in the offensive zone. Medvedev comes out to play it. Quickly jumped on there by Chard. Chard tries to get the back pass intended for Milne, but Milne wasn't ready for it. Case Roth throws it back up ice to Milne. Hugen with a nice steal. Sends the Stars back the other way. Up to the blue line. Pace Roth, cross ice over to Fagan. Fagan, he's going to assess the situation, just throws it up ice. And just going to go offside. And a little more pushing and shoving here as Woodley back into it again, this time with Fagan.
Conversation starting to ramp up here. As we know, Fagan likes to be involved in the game. He'll go off. And we'll see it here as Fagan takes the bump there, and I'm thinking that's what he didn't like was the late hit. He had dumped the puck and then sends his message over to Woodley that he didn't appreciate the hit late.
Puck comes right across the blue line. Pans on the pass, or the shot. Now comes back the other way. LePayne across the blue line. Tipped down, puts it in front of the net, but Palmer can't get the shot off cleanly. Lave collects it. Over to Fisher, now to Palmer. Palmer moves it up into the offensive zone, stopped up. Takes the hit right along the boards. Across the blue line. Doyle takes a shot, by a nice rebound chance there by Gavin White. Stars staying with it in the corner. Move it up the board. LePayne comes in, tries to get a steal. Van de Ven can't hold the line. Foot race now for the puck. LePayne's going to beat his man there. Van de Ven tried to get a puck out front. Tip play. And now the puck gets sent into an open wing. Rulin finds it, puts it up the boards. Trying to collect the puck of the Nationals, but it's stolen now by Van de Ven. Behind the own net, Stars setting up. Caden Long. He'll move it out. Van de Ven. Nice pass over. Walking in, takes a shot from distance, gloved down by Carter Froggatt. Now just over 5 minutes remaining. Nationals need to get something going offensively.
And now we're into the crunch time in this contest. And St. Thomas, they've had more of the puck here in this third period. Strong presence as they continue to push the offense, scoring 2 goals so far in this third period. London getting only the 1. So London needs to push stronger here if they want to get themselves, push their win streak up to 8 games. So far, St. Thomas looking to deny that.
We will not have a new #1 team in the Western Conference tonight, as the Strathroy Rockets and LaSalle Vipers are heading to overtime. So that gives the Vipers at least 1 point tonight, which will give them enough to hold on to first for another week. Aerosmith, he's going to come through the middle, takes a shot, scores! Beautiful shot by Blake Aerosmith. Gets his first goal as a member of the Nationals.
Well, Aerosmith didn't miss a thing on that shot, as he's able to elevate it in the high slot, spins off the checking there of Collins, gets it into an area and just decides to rip it up top over Alexei Medvedev, and that's the push that the Nationals needed to have. And for him, that is his first in a Nationals uniform. Made his debut here last Wednesday night, and in his third game finally gets himself on the score sheet.
That's just been doing a great job. He's doing everything right on the ice, and does get the goal here, and it is the equalizer for the Nationals. Rogers picks it up. He's going to send it back behind the net. LeBlanc gets some room to move. He's going to move it out. Right into the offensive zone. Can't quite get a piece of it. There's Guvermont. Here come the Stars the other way. Briar Long. Drop play now. Picked up by Franzen. Franzen gets the puck stolen off him by Guvermont. Guvermont sees the rest of his line changing, so he tries to dump it in the offensive zone. Ends up fanning on it. As Briar Long brings it in. Big hit thrown there by Hugen as he takes Lucas Chard down to the ice. Puck bouncing out, goes back in the neutral ice. Clinton will pick it up. Up to Hugen, right at the blue line. Ethier, he'll collect it, he'll bring it in the offensive zone. Froggett will have to come out to play it for the Nationals. Bit of an awkward pass does come out. Lead play intended for Hirsch, a little too far ahead of him. He's going to have to chase it up and try to get a piece of it. And the puck is sent back up the wall. Sandham finds it on the far side. 3 Nationals, 2 Stars battle for it, and the Stars are going to come away with the puck. Clinton, now Sandham. He brings it in. He's going to bring it out front. Tries to get a pass clear cut across the blue ice. Can't find his target. Here comes Milne. Milne, drop pass for Chard. Chard cross ice intended for Hirsch, but just can't find his target. Sent behind the net, just out of reach of Milne. As the Nationals going to go off for a change. Only one staying out is Milne. Stars go D to D with some passes. The puck comes all the way down the length of the ice by Ethier, and the Stars are going to have to stay out, and the Nationals will get an offensive zone draw.
Yeah, this is a key opportunity here for the Nationals to throw some tired legs out there for St. Thomas and see what the Nationals can try to capitalize on here.
Bouncing puck comes out. Kopchak, he's just going to send it right back into the offensive zone. Ethier, he'll try to move it around. Collected again by the Stars. Now onto Ethier's stick again. Bouncing puck into the neutral ice. Kopchak sends it back. Over to Palmer. Palmer throws across ice. Picked up on the far side by Blake. Blake will dump it down. It's going to go for icing. So the Stars staying out there, and the Nationals get another opportunity for an offensive zone draw.
Well, St. Thomas almost got too many men on the ice call as the defender had to work hard to get to the bench. And you sometimes see if they get slow, too many men can be called there, but lucky for them, they hustled off and got off in time.
Just a hard-working play off the face-off win as Collins gets it out. Puck a little too far out of the reach of Wood. Picked up by Aerosmith. Aerosmith brings it across the blue line. He's just going to try to drive all the way down. Gets stopped up, gets it, tries to get it to Fagan, ends up bouncing over his stick. Fagan has to back off and regroup. Lead pass up to Gillis. Brody Gillis across the blue line. He walks in, he takes a shot, rebound up front. Wood walks in, right on net and scores! Riley Wood stays with it and puts the Nationals back in front.
2 goals in the home opener against the St. Thomas Stars. Another 2 goals here against the Stars again. And again, follow the bouncing puck as Brody Gillis puts this into an area, deflects right back to Wood. Wood with the little inside-out move. And again, second straight time where it's 5-hole on Medvedev. That is a beauty of a goal and a terrible kick of a rebound there from Medvedev. That's probably his only mistake he's made so far in the contest, just kicking it right back into a scoring area, and Wood buries that one.
Just an unfortunate bounce there for Medvedev as well, and he's doing everything he can to keep on top of it. So is the Stars defense. but just Riley Wood, who just will not be denied on that play, and just some absolutely fantastic stick work. As the Nationals, it looked like we were possibly heading to some extra time, have taken a 5-4 lead here with 1:38 remaining here in the third.
I mean, what a third period. We go from the Nationals having the lead, being tied at 3, St. Thomas going up 4-3. Just goals aplenty here in this third period.
Back and forth, back and forth. What looked like a goaltending duel after 2 has just turned into a pure fist fight, as here comes Gavin White across the blue line. He takes a shot, blockered away by Froggett, and there's a souvenir for somebody in the audience as that goes high and over the netting.
Well, the Dinosaur that we saw earlier almost got that puck there in Section G, as the Dinosaur might actually go after that, and that's not something that you want to see if you're a fan. That Dinosaur is hungry for pucks.
Might just set him out, put him between the pipes for somebody. As we were going to see a timeout getting called here by St. Thomas. And not too surprising here, as Medvedev on the bench as well. So the Stars putting everything in when they're in the basket here to try to get that last goal and tie it up here and force some extra time.
Yeah, no doubt. What a game we've had here at the Western Fair. Again, this third period alone, we've seen chance after chance. Aerosmith getting his first, Riley Wood with 2, Hirsch on the board as well. Both teams providing the offense here tonight. And once again, 43-29 are the shots in favor of the Nationals. And again, with Medvedev now out of his net, interesting to see here what the Nationals will do here with their defensive scheme. As they got the top line out, once again with Chard, Hirsch, Kopchuk out there on the ice with Fisher as well.
Puck gets picked up by the Stars. They win the face-off. And they'll continue to battle forward. Van de Ven, he brings it over. One-timer shoots and scores! Big play, and Woolley puts it right in the net. And the Stars tie it up at 5.
Well, just add it to the craziness as Woolley gets this one on again. St. Thomas, they just moved this puck so well around the outside. No one there on that one-time side, and this is a goal that Froggett's going to want back too, as this one just beats him underneath the pad 5-hole as well. And with a minute to go, the LaSalle Strathroy game is seeing overtime. We might see it here in London as well.
That's Fagan. He's going to pick it up. He's going to send it right into the offensive zone, but it is going to be called as icing. Fagan hadn't quite crossed that red line, so this game is still far from over, as the Stars are not done yet. Just a fantastic, dogged effort there by a determined Stars lineup, winning that key faceoff. Puck won by the Nationals. Fagan, he's just going to try to battle for it, try to get it out of the zone. Amazing determination by Franzen to try to keep it in. Now the puck comes out, over to LePayne. LePayne flips it in. Bouncing puck ends up finding right side of the net. Continues down, 30 seconds left. Try to keep it with it, Van de Ven. Bouncing puck again, now comes out. Right at the blue line, Nationals hold the zone. Chipman tips it out front, Pine to put it right onto the stick of Palmer. Palmer pinned right along the boards. Gets some help from LePayne. LePayne out front, loose puck right on net. Rebound chance, still stays out. Medvedev, huge save. Rebound chance, Fagan takes a shot. Tries to clear it out, and that's gonna go, and that will do it. And we are going to overtime here at the Western Fair Sports Center off one heck of a save by Medvedev.
Oh, a mad scramble to close this game out as that goes across the blue paint. And what a paddle save made by Medvedev, robbing Colton Chipman, who has had a quiet night in here tonight. And of course, Medvedev comes to the rescue for St. Thomas. And we've got overtime here in London for the first time this season. 5-5. As this St. Thomas Stars team just will not quit. They had a 1-goal lead London ties it. They retake the lead. And then with the goalie pulled and the extra attacker, Woodley able to capitalize, tying it at 5. And once again, Medvedev at the very end gets a stick on it. He's the story of this game for the St. Thomas Stars. 44 shots thrown towards Medvedev, stopping 39 of those 44 shots. And there's a shot of Riley Wood. He's got 2 goals in here tonight. He had 2 goals in the home opener, and we'll have 3-on-3, and it looks like it's going to be Wood out there with Gillis and Fisher. And then St. Thomas will respond out there with Brody Long out there as well, with Caden Long. So the Long brothers to start with Woodley on defense. So chess match to start.
Woolley, the main reason why we are in overtime here as well, picking up that game-tying goal. And this game, still big implications as Strathroy wins 2-1 over the LaSalle Vipers. So Strathroy leaps the Nationals here, and the Nationals going to need the win here to try to tie it up with them. As here come the Nationals. Fisher across the blue line, over to Gillis. Gillis walks in, takes the shot, and save there. About the beautiful chance by Medvedev.
Yeah, Caden Long fell inside the Nationals blue line, and that allowed for the 3-on-2 to happen. And Fisher knows that he's going to go to the slot and feed Gillis, and Gillis tried to wait as long as he could for Wood to provide a screen. But once again, Medvedev, top of the blue paint, able to make that save once again.
Face-off won by the Nationals. They're going to, or by the Stars, as they're going to try to move the puck out. Quickly played down low. Wood trying to force a steal, as Briar Long has to make a move behind the net over to his brother Caden. Caden now brings it up the line, over to Briar. Briar across the blue line. He's going to walk in. Wade shoots and scores! Briar Long ends it as the Stars win 6-5 in overtime.
And with that, the Nationals' 7-game win streak comes to an end as Briar Long able to walk in on this play and roof it up over Carter Froggatt. And that is a huge win for the Stars here tonight. A good road win, moving them to 5-4. Here's the shot as he stretches that one as far as he could behind the shoulder blades, rips it up and over Froggatt. And like that, the Stars steal one here in London and get 2 key points. Now the Nationals move to 3rd in the West.
An absolutely fantastic finish to this game as the Stars put on a clinic here in the 3rd period and overtime. And we will be right back with our 3 stars and final thoughts. Stars win 6-5.
I've been volunteering about a little over a year now with Rogers. I decided to volunteer at Rogers TV because I wanted to get a better feel for what the industry was like and meet great people at the same time. I have learned the ins and outs of studio and mobile productions with various roles from cameras all the way up to audio, graphics, and replay. You will not regret a minute that you have spent with Rogers TV. The people that you will meet and the experiences that you will make, you will never forget. Being a volunteer with Rogers TV allows you to connect with the community even more than you have before. Rogers is a very special place here in southwestern Ontario, with experiences like no other that you cannot find anywhere else.
On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, we encourage Canadians to pause and remember all that veterans have sacrificed for us, lest we forget.
Did you know all our camera operators for tonight's game are volunteers? Rogers TV volunteers learn the skills needed to put on a show, including camera, audio, graphics, and more. If you're interested, visit rogerstv.com/volunteer to sign up. Back here at the Western Fair Sports Center, a shocking turn of events here in the third period. Nationals come in up 2-1. Stars tie it up, make it 3-3, then 4-3. And then the Nationals tie it up, take the lead again, then back to the Stars. 5-5, go into overtime. And the Long brothers connect and end it and snap that 7-game winning streak for the Nationals in dramatic fashion.
And I mean, that third period was a game of itself. Tie it up, retake a lead, tie it up, go up. And then in overtime, the Long brothers connect. Caden with the wrist shot, and you can see what this means to the St. Thomas Stars team, beating the Nationals in London. Battle of Highbury Avenue now tied up at 1 apiece here. And what more could you ask for as the Stars win it, and it would not be without Alexei Medvedev.
Absolutely. Medvedev was absolutely fantastic throughout tonight's contest and a key factor in the reason the Stars get the win here tonight. Huge implications here. The Stars move themselves up a little bit in the standings. Nationals fall to third, and it's going to be a lot on the line as the Nationals take on the Vipers next week. But before we get to that, we'll send it down to ice level for Taylor on our 3 stars.
Our 3 stars are presented by Paul Duarte and Associates. Our 3rd star is Lucas Shard, coming in with 1 goal and an assist. At our 2nd star is Riley Wood in his debut game, coming back from his injury with 2 goals. And our 1st star is Briar Long with 3 goals and an assist. That was quite a crazy game out there, but we want you to catch the next game on November 1st as the London Nationals take on the LaSalle Vipers here. Our coverage for the game will start at 7. Puck drop is set for 7:15. On behalf of Kyle, Jeremy, and I, and all of Rogers TV and our volunteers, we thank you so much for watching the broadcast tonight. We wish you a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Gladiators! Gerald's gonna pull his knees opposite side and back down. Yeah. Show them a modifier, Gerald. Down. Yeah. Just gotta put the knees down. Move. Secondly, the big time Thunder Smash. Look at Harold. He's stacking the joints. Don't forget to stack the joints. What could be a modifier for this, Harry? You just do it slower and step into it, Gerald. Beauty. That's what I would do. Thirdly, rock and sprawl. Watch your head. The big Jim. Oh, yeah. Now, how would you modify this one, Jerry?
Oh, just easy peasy. Get down, way back, and you can push up like this. Come back down through. Keep everything touching.
Fourthly, Striders. Striders. What could be a modifier, Harry? To modify this, I'd stand up a bit and just take my time. Oh, yeah. I'd just go a little bit slower, Gerald. That's all I'd do. Fifthly, Shoppers. Ooh. Now, how would you modify this, Jerry?
All you do, instead of hopping, just bring it up.
Okay. Sixthly, yeah!
Locomotive.
The locomotive.
Here we go, locomotive. Oh yeah, bring the knees all the way up.
Modify. I'm just going to slow it down.
Seventhly,
the Thunder March. So a proper Thunder March when you go in full blast. It's kind of a jogging motion. Slow it down for a modifier, Gerald.
Lift your knees as high as you can, whatever's comfortable for you. 8th, lead.
Claps. Nice form. Nice. Yeah.
Now to modify, you can either step, just slow down. Get as big a range of motion as you can. We gotta do.
Remember, it's your warm-up.
If you need more time, press pause and book it back.
Yeah. Relax your brain ball. Start from your head and finish at your toes. Oh, yeah.
Now join us by rolling your head around in a circle, clockwise first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels good. All right, let's turn around.
Oh, reverse it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm feeling some crunchies.
Oh, yeah.
Some crackles.
Right. Let's get our shoulders.
Okay.
Get it all around.
Yeah. As big a range of motion as you can, right?
You
can do this.
Yeah. Chicken. Do the chicken wing modifier. Modifier.
Oh, reverse it. Okay. Let's move down to our elbows.
Nice. Oh.
What do you recommend?
Oh, yeah. We call this one air.
Get out of here.
This one air. Oh, yeah.
Let's go the other way. Go the other way. Reverse that.
Reversals. All right. Let's get our wrists now.
Wrists.
Let's get the wrists.
Okay. Whew.
Fire it up. Fire it up. Go the other way. Go the other way. Oh,
that feels good. Gerald, thunder.
What's next?
Well, wrists. Let's get to our fingers.
Oh,
Let's get to our fingers.
Oh, yeah. Get your hands all warm.
Yeah.
It even helps the forearms.
Oh, it's good. Oh, yeah. You can't reverse this one.
No.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Now let's get the hips.
Oh.
Stir the paint.
Go the same way as you. Whoa.
Yeah.
Clockwise. Stir the paint.
Go the other way. Oh, yeah.
Keep it PG, Gerald.
PG. All right. Let's get the knee balls.
Okay.
Together.
Okay. Ankles together if you can.
All right. Let's go the other way.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, if you just need more time, just press pause. Welcome back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We might be rushing through this because we got an agenda.
We got agendas to do. We got to go down the ankle ball.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. Go up top.
Stay down low.
Stay down low.
Mine's a bit of a modifier. Gerald's got good balance, so he can do this. If you want to do that, hold the wall.
Yeah.
Count, reverse it.
Oh, reverse it.
I'm ready for today.
Turn around. The other way.
Oh, other way.
The other way.
Okay. Feel free to take more time if you need it.
Yeah, just press pause. And what are they going to do?
Book it back!
Oh, yeah!
Let's attack. Super excellent cardio core!
Gladiators! Right now! I'll go sideways, sort of.
You go sideways?
Sort of, just sort of, you know. Remember to alternate. Always stack your joints. Oh, yeah.
So I'm doing the full blast version. By being in the plank position.
Yeah. I'll go modify. Here's the modify. Yeah.
Today you're going to shred your core.
Shh.
How much time's left, Gerald?
Oh, we got 10 seconds. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I gotta go back up to Oh, we're almost there. Woo! Take a break.
Yeah. Remember, throughout all our exercises, you don't have to keep up with our pace.
No.
Keep in mind, we are super,
mega,
professional
workout artists.
Yeah. Whew. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, get your thunder juice.
Okay. Coming up.
Thunder.
Thunder smash, if you can. Jump high. Alternate your fists to the ground. If you need to modify, you just step into it.
Oh, Yeah.
But again, we want you to do this for 45 seconds.
That's right. Don't cheat your body. But if you need to modify, no shift, modification. Nope.
Get your quads fired up by jumping as high as you can. Explode into this move.
Modify.
How much time, Gerald?
Oh, we got 10 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a major cardio workout here.
Take a break. Well done, Gerald. 2 down.
2 down of 8. Oh, that gets a core in there.
Yes, sir.
That's a doozer. It's a big fat doozer.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to move on to the third exercise.
Don't forget, deep breath.
Do you want to do rock and sprawl alternate angles?
Sure.
Because front to back, I don't know if people catch all at home.
Oh, yeah.
Get down. Get dirty.
Down. Get dirty. Here we go.
You want to roll. Push.
Here, I'll do the Moddy.
Okay.
Just for you out there. Because I know you need to see it.
Here's Gerald doing the modification. Roll slow. Push back.
Get up.
Step through.
If you need even more, down to your knee. Down to your knee.
Oh.
Come back. Come back. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. That's a Moddy. I'm just showing them.
10 seconds!